The fuck is there a hole in my mac and cheese?
Oh, you want to like postpone this to deal with the hole in your mac and cheese?
Don't worry. Problem solved. I can watch the stream now.
All
Ooh,
right.
fairy tale, let's go. I think
Yeah.
this has everyone.
Yeah. I mean, there's even some 100 years quest characters, so I think we're good.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, whoever made this, I think there's even some filler characters, which I guess that's
I know who they are.
okay. Who's this first guy?
He looks familiar, but it also helps I can't fucking zoom in to the same degree you can.
Yeah, he looks like an owl with like a weird thing on his head.
I don't remember who he is. Just put him in. Just put him in. Who.
Acnologia, wow, what a big guy to start with.
I actually really like Acnologia.
Why? I'm actually not like fresh on Fairy Tale, and like I don't remember a whole lot that was great about this guy besides like his design when he's a dragon, which is awesome.
Yeah, I also like his human design too. I like the way he just. His whole thing is basically just the way he looks down on everyone like ants. That's why he fucks people up. It's really funny. Like, he shows up and we meet the number one strongest wizard saint, and Acnologia one-shots him.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty funny scene. Like, they introduce these four guys like, oh yes, we're not even human. We're the strongest.
The strongest of them. He's top tier. He's so good. And then Acnologia just fucking shows up and one-shots him.
I guess like one cool thing about that scene is like about like, oh, these guys were still human, but everyone just called them monsters, whereas Acnologia was like a guy who actually turned into a monster.
Deadass dragon.
Yeah. I guess that's neat.
Yeah.
I guess positive feelings, or you want to push him up?
I'm trying to think what. Wait, I can use my brain. Obviously, he touches on destruction because everyone does. Oh, it's kind of cool. Acnologia used to be a doctor.
What?
Yeah, did you know?
Excuse me, what?
Acnologia was a doctor.
I don't remember that at all.
So Acnologia was like quite literally a healer who through the dragon war became the most destructive motherfucker on the planet.
Wow.
So yeah, that's cool. Also, I like how when Gildart shows up, he's like, "Hey Natsu, I got a surprise for you." And Natsu shows up, he's like, "Check this out, a dragon ate my fucking leg." I was like, "Oh shit." Also, obviously, he kills Igneal, and that's fucking metal.
Oh yeah, that was a good scene. Yeah.
I know, like, obviously he touches on the destruction aspect that obviously ties into Natsu. I think you could kind of see that with, like, he and Zeref parallel, where Zeref wants to be, like, killed. And Acnologia wants to kill, like, everyone. And obviously they tie into, like, he's, like, supposed to be the apex, he's a dragon, he uses every magic, but he gets defeated by all of the Dragon Slayers working together. He tried to be, like, everything on his own, but the Dragon Slayers were everything together.
Yeah, it was about friendship, and Acnologia had no friends.
How else would a fairy tale arc end than with friendship?
He was outnumbered. Maybe make some friends next time, and maybe you won't get outnumbered, idiot.
I mean, he had lackeys, but... that doesn't count.
Acnologia had lackeys?
Yeah.
Who?
Kind of.
Who?
He had people that he was on, like, good terms with. Like, I think he was on good terms with Urza's mom.
Oh.
She was the queen of the dragons or whatever the fuck.
But still, like, they weren't, like, actually, like, partners or anything. Like,
No.
Like, she was with Zeref, and, like, Zeref wanted to kill Acnologia, right?
Something like that. Wow, is that Sandboy?
Yeah, I don't care about him at all.
I think he's cute. He has some fun interactions. Remember, in 100-Year Quest, he taught Max how to use, like, a top-tier move?
Oh, yeah.
He and Loxus fight, and it's fun, because it's a Loxus fight, and therefore automatically good. He's kind of like, he's kind of like Tyrion. He's like this angry little fucker that's always parading around.
Alright. Angel. I remember Angel having, like, he's better than this person, probably, yeah.
Yeah, she is. He's just like another good parallel for Lucy.
Yeah, like, oh, I treat my spirits like crap, and Lucy treats her spirits like friends, and that's why
Except,
friendship wins.
Obviously, each one has, like, nuance. Like, with her, the nuance was she understood her spirits, but she understood them like you're playing Pokemon. She knew the type advantages.
Yeah. She knew how to use them.
Yeah, basically.
She used the metagame.
And it's like the only, like unless you count Duke Everloo in Virgo, she's like the only celestial mage I think Lucy fights.
I guess that's kind of neat.
Which is like, A big deal.
Okay, this is a filler guy, right?
Wait, 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 wait. Just put him in I don't care. I know who he is, but I do not care about him.
Lucy's great 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 grandma.
Yeah, she's
I don't care.
fine.
I don't care.
You can put her in I don't care.
Yeah.
I like Aquarius.
I like Aquarius too. Yeah.
She's one of the best spirits.
Yeah. She's angry all the time. She beats people up all the time. She's great.
But she's also like trying to like be Lucy's mother figure in her mother's place.
Yeah, like a tough love, grumpy mom who's
But she,
also
like,
really hot.
I like her.
Yeah.
She's nice. Also, the fact that she always attacks Lucy is funny.
Yeah, it was fun. That's great.
Oh, I don't care about fucking Spider Girl.
Do you even know her name?
I don't remember her name.
Is that the captain of like the guard?
He did one really cool thing. It was fucking. They were underground. They were like fairy tales fighting the jailers, and he walks through magma. And it's fucking cool.
Okay, so does he go like at the bottom of cute or like the top?
You can put him at the bottom of cute because just this one scene of him trudging through magma is metal because he's not a wizard. He's just a dude.
All right.
So when he's probably the least interesting character from Phantom Lord.
Yeah, I remember like he was just like mysterious. Ooh, this guy seems pretty tough, but he just
his thing was like all Phantom Lord was about like different aspects of like supremacy, and his was like the control of power. He could take away your power, and he like concealed his power, shit like that.
Yeah,
he was fine.
Although of course, like he like has no screen time. He just sort of pops in and out.
Yeah, and then like Urza one shots him. He's the worst one. Ares is cute. She's wholesome.
She's cute. She looks like she's really soft, and you give her a hug, and her like big sweater would be super soft, nice.
Oh, fucking this guy.
Who is this guy? Is this another filler dude?
I don't think he's filler. No, I think he's from the manga.
What?
Yeah.
Who is he?
He's from one of the later arcs.
What does he do?
I don't remember. Yo, was that Atlas Flame?
Okay, like he's not like a interesting character, I don't think, but he looks really cool.
And he's the cool uncle, and that's his whole character.
Like, dude, you know Igneal? Get on my back, bro. We're gonna beat the villain.
Yo, right, yeah, he's very cute.
Yeah.
Oh, that's you know who that guy is, right?
Is that the king of
yeah, he's like the top tier guy from Alvarez.
Yeah, like yeah.
He's more interesting than Sandboy.
August, right? August, that's his name?
I think that's his name, yeah. You know, he has like good shit about like refusing to age and like controlling all magic and shit. I like him.
Yeah, Zaref's son, right? And
I think something like that.
Yeah.
A Tree Man.
Ooh, Tree Man's cool.
Wants to have a good fight, and that's about it.
Yeah. I really like him. He's cool.
He just craves for a good fight, and that's like his. I guess you could point out it's cool that like his thing is he uses trees, and in Tenro Island, everyone gets their power from like the Tenro tree, but he doesn't have friends, so he doesn't get power.
Aww.
Oh, it's Bacchus.
Oh, I like this.
It's a good fight with Elfman.
Yeah, I really like that fight where it's like, okay, I can't touch you because you're a super cool martial arts boy, but I can become a turtle man, and now you can't touch me without hurting yourself.
It's a good fight for like Elfman. It shows like Elfman having like different. It's Elfman being like a protector, and it's like different ways of being a man because he's protecting his sisters from fucking Bacchus.
Yeah, not by punching hard, but by being punched real hard and not dying.
Protecting. Yeah. Who the fuck is that?
I'm trying to zoom in.
It's more clear for you than it is for
Okay, wait. I think it's that like jobber guy who was like part of the Alvarez Empire and fought Natsu for like half a chapter.
The fact that he had the manga made me think he was from 100 Years West.
Okay, who is? It looks like a dragon of some sort.
It does look like a dragon, but I don't know who the fuck it is.
Okay, who? I can't believe we're putting a dragon in who. They all look so distinct.
Alright,
cool.
do you know who that is? That's Carrot Girl. Imagine she shoots carrots.
What the alright. Oh, Bixlow.
I like Bixlow. He has a good fight with, his intro fight with Lucy is good because, like, it's like Bixlow's minions are controlled by him, whereas Lucy doesn't control her spirits. It's nice. Yeah. And then with the goddamn, his fight with, he has, like, good stuff with Freed, the way they, like, support and work with each other, where it's like, Bixlow has to use his lackeys this way, but he can still work together with Freed.
That's neat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Biska.
Bisky. Yeah, I knew it started with a B. She has a gun.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Good.
Who's this now? Is that like the death guy? Like the death guy from Alvarez? Because like I think all the Alvarez characters are in like the manga versions, black and white.
I don't know what that is. I can't see.
Oh my god.
Is that a skull?
This guy?
Yeah, is that a skull? Is he a skull head?
Yeah, I think it's the death
that
the death
guy.
guy, and like when he took his hood off, he was
I
like,
couldn't see him. I couldn't see him. I'm an asshole. Yeah, he's cool. I guess.
all right. I mean, I'm gonna put Ares up again.
That's very nice. Like he's. I think I just can't fucking. Blue Note is a fun jobber.
I put him at the top of don't care.
Like his thematic theme is very obvious. Gravity. He pushes people down. Yada yada.
Yeah.
Brain.
Wait, I know his name. I
just yelled his name.
Brain.
That's
yes.
Brain.
Yeah, I don't remember what.
He's like one of the least cool members of the Irration Seis. His coolest thing is that like he like trained Jalal, and he's like a defector from the Magic Council.
Oh, that sounds like it could be neat.
And he kind of like takes advantage of the rest of the Seis who are like ex-slaves.
Neat.
And he kind of like abuses them, but his main thing is just to turn into Zero later.
Brandish. I like Brandish.
I like Brandish.
Yeah.
I also like her design.
Yeah,
Brandish is hot.
Of course. I really like
her. Her thing is very basic. She can make other people small because she thinks she's like big in the world, but actually she's just making. But really, she's making everyone else seem small, and it's good. I like her. She has fun stuff with Lucy.
Yeah, her stuff with Lucy is nice.
Yeah. Say to an actual main character, I can talk for more than 20 seconds.
Yeah. Who is that? Like one of the Avatar people?
Yeah, she was like, Gray, I want to fuck you, and he's like, no.
Okay, I think this is a filler guy from like that.
He's like a religious cult leader. He's like the leader of the Edelus group.
Yeah, but like their Earthland account.
Yeah, the Earthland Edelus. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the guy who created Nirvana and then made an entire fucking fake guild for Wendy to be nice to her.
Nice, I don't care.
Which was nice in theory, but then fucking he just gets rid of him, and everyone Wendy grew up with is dead except for Carla. Oh, Kana, I like.
Yeah,
Kana.
I like Kana a lot too. She's good. She's fun.
She has really good stuff.
Yeah, I like her stuff with Guild Arts and Ten.
Yeah, her thing of like, he's my dad, so I need to get him to accept me. And it's like, no, he's just part of the guild. We all already accept you. Just talk to him and chill the fuck out.
Yeah,
and then it worked. Nice. Oh, we got fucking cancer. He's fine.
I don't care. I mean, maybe like yeah, I like his haircut, so I'll put him above Brain.
Yeah, I got.
This guy's great. He's just like the full suit, the glasses, and he just stands.
Yeah, his thing was like he was supposed to be like the father figure to Aquarius's mother figure, except he got like taken over by Hades' guild, and he got like kind of fucked. So he shows up late and he's like, I will support you, and it's cool.
Alright.
I like him. Carla's fine. I like her stuff in Edelus, because Edelus slaps.
Oh, right, Edelus, yeah. I have to reread Edelus, because that's like the best arc.
Because her thing of her coolest thing is she always thinks that she's getting orders to like kill Wendy, but she learns those weren't orders, there were premonitions. Whoa. Because that's her magic, and she didn't know because she didn't understand herself. Because it's cool.
Wow, I should put her like up with Ares. Wow.
Yeah, she's not as good as Happy. Happy's the better cat.
Don't know who this guy is. That from the movie? Is he from the movie?
I've seen the movies. I think he is. I don't give half a fuck.
Okay. The Time Wizard. The Time Wizard. The Time Wizard.
She's Natsu Burns Time.
Yeah, Natsu Burns Time. That's good.
She's fun. She's a pretty good villain. I put her above like Bacchus.
Right. Okay.
There's like time themes, pretty basic.
Yeah.
All the Fairy Tales themes are basic, so I don't have like a lot to say. It's just like a lot of like well done themes.
Yeah. All right, Cobra.
Gets knocked out by Natsu yelling really loud, and it's funny.
Yeah, I'd put Cobra up here. I think he's really
this thing where like he learned how to read minds so that he could understand his snake friend.
Yeah, that's nice.
Then Makarov learns how to turn the snake into a human because it's like, oh, if you just joined a normal fucking guild,
you
you
could
would have
make
to
like
do all
friends.
this bullshit. And like his thing is like, like toxicity because he represents the Irration Seis, and their whole thing is they're trying to curse everyone with darkness, and he represents them by being like poison.
Yeah, you told me like all the Dragon Slayers represent their guilds in some way.
Yeah. And, like Akalogia represents himself by being like the most supreme dragon.
The one man guild. Of course, the final villain of Fairy Tail has no friends.
She feeds Windy sour fruit.
I don't care.
Yeah. What am I looking at?
I don't know. Is that another movie guy?
Where's their head?
Okay, who?
Alright, if
Who's
anybody...
this?
damn
Is that a demon?
I don't know. Is that a movie villain, too? I don't know who that is. I know who that is. That's Deliora.
That's
the
like
guy that
Gray's demon guy, right?
Killed Gray's family, killed Ur, gave Gray his hatred of fire. Did you know that?
Oh.
The reason Gray hates fire is because Deliora is a fire demon.
Wow, that's something. I'll put him at the very bottom of
That's kind of neat.
Yeah, he's sort of like a non-character still.
No, he's not. He's just a walking death machine. Yeah. Oh, her. Another Alvarez lady. She's the one that one-shots Brandish, I think. Huh. Right, that's her.
Wait a second. Wait. Aren't these two the same character? What the hell?
Am I fucking brain dead? Excuse me.
What?
Excuse me. I need to go look something up real quick.
Oh, no. Alright.
Wait, are we this stupid?
Who? I thought the time wizard was the time god.
We're talking about old tier. We're talking about the one from Alvarez, right? Because neither of those are old tier.
No, like I know old tiers like it has like black hair and like race.
Alvarez Empire. What is her fucking name?
Yeah, like the time god slay. Like I thought that like is her final form considered like a different character? Am I forgetting something?
Is that fucking it? Am I brained? I like the later arcs. It's just I didn't grow up with them, so I don't remember their names.
Alright, who the fuck's this dude? The ninja
let me look. Oh, Sandboy's name is Agil. I knew that.
Okay, I'm gonna put Ninja Boy in who?
I know who that is.
Oh, you know who this is?
Natsu breaks into Sabretooth. He's like, I'm gonna fuck you all up. And then he shows up and he's like, I'm not part of the Grand Magic Games, but I'm one of our strongest wizards. And then Natsu punches him once and he loses.
Wow. Astounding.
He's funny.
Amazing. Who's this dude with the triangle on his forehead?
Let me see. I feel so stupid. I'm like looking at these characters and being like, I should know who that is.
Yeah, like it looks distinct. Like how many people have a triangle on their foreheads and like hair like that?
Well, the way he's animated, he looks like filler.
Wait, is this guy just like the minion that was with Minerva? And, like
I'm the same character, Puff.
Oh, they are. Okay, then I'll just take out the time one and just put it at the bottom.
You put the. Holy shit! There's a long list.
All right. This is just like the minion that was with Minerva, so I don't care.
He turns into a demon and he turns people into children.
All right, who's this dragon? Do you remember?
That's just a rando dragon. He doesn't matter.
Okay, who? Oh, I like this guy. He looks awesome. He's like one of the best designs in the whole
inside his stomach right now. Aren't they fighting over his heart right now?
Yeah, like something like that.
Yeah, it's cool.
Oh my god, his design is so fucking amazing. Like, oh my god, 100 Years Quest looks too good for like a sequel manga by someone else.
Better than all the other ones.
Yeah, easily.
Get out of here.
Who?
Oh, I think he's like a hunter. He doesn't matter. You can put him there. It's okay.
Elfman. I like Elfman.
What?
Ooh, I like Elfman.
Elfman's really good. He's just like, different explorations of like masculinity and shit. Like his first big arc is he's like suppressing his true strength because of like PTSD with Lasagna, but he awakens his beast because even though Lasagna's gone, he needs to learn how to use like his strength to protect everyone else. It's nice.
Yeah.
He has his stuff where it almost blows up Fairy Tail because he's like worried about who to protect. But then Fairy Tail is fine because it's like Elfman. You need to trust your friends. You don't need to.
Well, wasn't he like mind controlled during that whole time? So like, does it even count?
He was like semi-mind controlled. Like he was still conscious.
All right. They want their cake.
He still had like guilt over it. And the thing is, like Elfman, it's fine. You don't have to like burden yourself. I like him.
Oh, it's Wind Dude.
Aragorn comes back so often in filler. It's really funny.
I remember like there's that one with the Irrational Chase, and he just becomes like their seventh member or
Yeah, the
something.
one where he's just like a jobber for them. The one where he's bald. He comes back like 8 times. He's fine. He's just like 30 jail flies. They took away our freedom by not letting us kill people. No, I like Urza.
Oh, Urza's like the best character.
Yeah, so far, yeah. Like, her intro arc where she has to learn to like be open with her armor.
Yeah.
But she still wears it 'cause it's like she still likes feeling secure. It's just she doesn't need the armor anymore.
She's got a stick up her ass too, which is fun.
Yeah, and then like she has like good stuff later on, like when she fights the other Urza, and it's like you need to have faith in humanity, stuff like that.
Like, you don't need magic. I mean, you could punch hard already, lady. Girl power.
The stuff where with her mom, where she tells her to fuck off as she should. Base. Yeah. Well, but she broke a meteor with all of her bones broken. That's fucking. That's
why, don't you think?
That's peak fiction. Someone destroying him. Oh, I know him. He's
Pegasus
part of,
boy.
He's funny because the main Pegasus boys. The joke is they all are like a different type of like they each try to seduce you in a different way. He tries to be like the cute younger boy.
Oh yeah.
So when he like tries to seduce Urza, he's like, "I've always looked up to you." It's really funny. I think his name's Eve. He's got a good shit. I like him.
Oh, Evergreen.
Evergreen's a good
Evergreen's
character.
a decent villain in like her intro arc, and like
from
there on, I don't remember anything.
She represents the part of Loxus's ideology that is appearances, because like that's her whole thing. She wants to have the title Queen of the Fairies. She turns other people into stone. She talks about how ugly Elfman is, and then her development is through learning to appreciate Elfman, who she thinks is like the least aesthetically pleasing person in the world.
Ow! His muscles are huge.
She thinks it's gross.
She's literally blind. She has to get her glasses checked.
Oh, they're fake glasses.
Demon
I know
boy.
him. He's the one that tries to eat Wendy. No, he tries to eat Carla.
All right. Is there any reason to care about him?
He's one of the less good ones, I'd say.
All right. Who's this?
I think he's from Alvarez. I don't fucking.
Okay. Who?
There's
Flair.
an echo.
I like Flair. She's decent.
Oh, Flair's good.
Yeah.
Do you hear that echo?
What echo?
I'm echoing.
I don't hear it.
I do.
I'm not sure whether to put her in like cute or positive feel.
I'd say she's about as good as Evergreen.
Yeah, I think so.
Like her stuff early on, where she's just like comedically evil.
Yeah, that's like, I kind of like it. She looks fucking crazy. It's like she brutalizes Lucy.
And then it's like, oh, she was raised by giants. That's neat. And like, oh, found family, yada yada, wholesome.
Yeah.
That guy's good.
This guy comes up twice. What the fuck?
So
folks, the Freed's here twice. Wait, does everyone here come up twice? What the fuck?
Like half the characters do. It's a good list.
Oh my god, I'm starting to see it now. There's Eve, there's Urza, there's the Wind guy. What the fuck?
I can be here for a half
an hour. No! I picked the wrong tier list.
Oh yeah, good job. So anyway, this guy,
this guy's fun. I remember, like he just
because he absorbed Hades.
Yeah. Like, dude, I absorbed this fucking top tier villain from the last arc. What are you gonna do now?
No, he did this really funny thing where he's like, I don't even know who defeated him, and they're like, oh, that was us. He's like, huh? And the way Natsu beats him is he's like, if you hit me with your magic, I'll absorb it. So Natsu grabs a big fucking rock and throws it at it.
Great fight. Freed. I love Freed so much.
Oh, Freed is the best from the Thunder Tribe.
Yeah. He's totally gay for Loxus, which is just
he's gay pleasant. As fuck. And early on, he has his good shit. We're like, oh, he's a stickler for the rules, and that's why he follows Loxus's like new order. But then, in the end, as Mira points out, he didn't want to actually participate in the fight because the number one rule of Fairy Tail is don't hurt your friends, and Freed believes in that one above all else. Which is why during fucking Tenro, he makes up for beating the shit out of Kana by letting her pass instead of beating the shit out of her a second time.
Yeah, he's nice. I like him. Frosh
is
I mean, he's cute. I can't deny that. He is cute.
He's just like the cutest of the cats.
Yeah. He looks like his little frog. Froggy.
Yeah, it's
so cute.
Funny. Oh yeah, he fucking
the owl!
Wait, no, you remember Frosh dies and says Sting on a murderous rampage?
Oh,
Not
right,
Sting.
yeah. Like,
So
something
the
this
owl-
cute dies, he has to turn evil.
So the best thing about the owl is his whole thing is like he eats people and then uses their powers. So he like eats Natsu and then fights Gray with Natsu's fire, but Natsu freezes it because he's like, you can't use Natsu's fire as well as he can.
Neat. Riveting. Awesome. Oh, it's the
Evil
darkest
Rogue.
timeline. The darkest timeline.
I like Evil Rogue.
Why? I don't remember liking him that much.
Okay, he's not great, but I do like him. First of all, his design's fun. The fact that he uses Sting's magic is cool, and his whole general thing is like, oh, what if fucking first of all, the idea of like a Dragon Slayer's cat dying is really funny.
Oh my god, dude! If Natsu dies, he'll turn evil. If Panther Lily dies, Gajeel turns evil.
Turns evil, yeah. Like, stuff is good because, like, he clearly represents the balance of light and dark. And, like, he has the cool thing where Rogue, throughout the arc, has someone in his mind telling him to go evil. And you're like, oh, is that, like, some cringy evil force bullshit? You're like, no, it's Evil Rogue.
Yeah, it's just him from a dark timeline trying to urge him on to becoming him.
And I like his stuff where, like, oh, good character, nice.
Gajeel! I love him!
Character.
He's so good.
Gajeel's good. Alright, so Gajeel early on represents Phantom Lord because he's like iron, he's like, he has a steel heart, he's mean, he's a bully, he crucifies Levi, he plays knife.
That's how you get a wife. You get a wife by crucifying some poor girl and she'll still come back later.
And then Natsu beats the shit out of him because, like, Gajeel doesn't have friends and Natsu has friends.
But then he makes friends! Then he becomes a friendship boy.
Because his Tenro Island scene is phenomenal because it's a recreation of when he fought Natsu. He's getting his ass beat because he's out of magic, and then a girl at the guild gives him his element, and then he does his Dragon Slayer secret art, and it's very good. And it's at, like, the home of Fairy Tail. Then later on, like, when he does his Iron Shadow, that's good because it's like him taking on a mentor role. He's going even further. He's helping Rogue the way Makarov helped him. Yeah. And it goes even further where, like, Levi saves him, and that's more a Levi moment than a him moment, but, like, whatever.
And then he marries Levi.
He's so nice. And, and he has a kid with Levi in 100,000-Year Quest.
Hell yeah. Who's this?
Wait, why does he look like a Bleach filler character? He looks like the Konpaku from Bleach.
Oh, this is Gemini. Gemini are fine.
They're little pranksters. They're fine.
I put him, like, here.
Yeah, they're funny.
Guildarts.
I like Guildarts.
I actually don't like him a whole lot. Like, I'd put him like.
I think his magic is really cool. The way he turns shit into cubes. He's better than Dark Rogue.
Yeah, all right.
I like the way he turns shit into cubes. The way he kind of like. He's like the lone spirit kind of aspect of the guild, where it's like, yeah, I love the guild, but I also hate not walking around. He also kind of like
he wants to go on an adventure.
Like, everyone has to be careful around him because he's so destructive. He breaks everything around him. So it's kind of like, and he's the one who has to teach Natsu to, like, fear destructive power. So it's like, Natsu, this is like the stuff you have to be wary of.
Oh, yeah, that is a cool scene. I remember that.
And, like, all of his stuff with Kana is good.
I'd put him, like, above the.
And I like when he comes back with a beard and protects Fairy Tail. It's nice.
Yeah. Okay, do I put him above Evergreen and Flare? But like. Sure.
But
like, they have boobs.
That is true. Well, dude, everyone in Fairy Tail is very attractive.
Well, that is true. I mean,
this isn't Ruby, where someone being attractive is like a high tier trait. That's everyone.
Miliana, the cat girl.
She likes cats, and it's kind of funny. Okay. Or like her and the fucking the TV boy have some funny lines where he's like, it can't talk because it's a cat. It's a cat because it can talk. And she's like, oh, you're so smart, Wally. He's another funny character. He's like, I lost my sock, and he's wearing it. His funny moment.
Oh, I see it. Okay, that's great. I'm putting him up.
Scene where
immediately above August.
Okay, no, he has this thing where his claws can paralyze you when he's fighting Natsu. Natsu's like, hey, you have something on your forehead, and he touches his forehead, and then he paralyzes himself.
Oh my god! I'm just looking at him now, like seeing his big smile and his
sunglasses. He's a little goofster.
Yeah, I'm gonna put him up here. I'm just loving him so much, just looking at this picture.
No, because that's the whole twist. Is he's like, no. So what happened is it's tragic. He lost his sock, and he's so sad that he can't find it. And he's fighting Raventail, and the Raventail guy's like, your sock's right there. And he's like, oh, thank you for finding it. And then the Raventail fucker destroys the sock.
No!
You peeked.
Oh.
Yeah, no, he has some funny stuff. Oh, yo, is that
The greatest jobber! The greatest jobber!
What's his name? Love him to death, but what's his name?
Sienna?
It starts with an S. God
Sienna.
Sienna? God Sienna, something like that. Yeah, God. He has like 8 Dragon Slayer lacrima in his body. He has like the smug. It's funny because his character is he has like the smug "I'm better than you" like archetype, and then Aquilogia one-shots him and he gets revived as a zombie, and he's the exact same. He was not humbled in the slightest, and it's really funny. Yeah, God, Serena. That's his name.
Alright.
That's an Avatar guy. He likes torture. He's fine. I don't care.
Okay. Wendy's dragon mom. I don't care, but she looks cool.
Wait, I'm gonna get her name. It's like Grandini.
Grand.
She's like wholesome and supportive, and she talks shit with Igneel.
Yeah, she's a cool dragon, and Mashima's great at drawing dragons, so she goes.
I like her. She has a very unique design.
Yay! Finally, someone cool we could talk about.
Gray's the best one there. Gray is so good. Gray has one of like the longest character arcs where his first thing is like, oh, why does he hate Natsu? Oh, Deliora gave him PTSD.
Yeah, isn't like a part of like the thing like, oh, it's all about like progressing, but progressing like slowly or at your own pace.
He's because like the idea is, oh, he's frozen, so he can't move forward. But as we see, even his static ice weapons, because that's the other thing, he uses static ice move. Like, he has a bow, he has a cannon. Just because he has static ice doesn't mean he can't move. And he has this, obviously stuff with his dad where he gets Demon Slayer magic, and he's like, I'm gonna kill END, but END is Natsu. And it's like, and then they just team up, because it's like, no, I would never kill Natsu, that's fucked up.
Yeah. It also takes him like 300 chapters to get around to like going out with Juvia, which I guess sort of feeds into that.
So creeped out by her for so long.
Yeah.
Yeah, Juvia is also nice because it's like she's like flowing water. And it's like, oh, nice. Someone to like help Gray being a cold little fucker.
Way down Hades town. Way down
Hades' thing is like he's like anti-progression. He believes in finding like the one original magic.
Yeah, like he's sort of about like, oh, we have to go to the past instead of going towards the future.
Which is why he gets like beat up by all the youngins.
Yeah, like I might actually want to put him in exceptional because like he does like work with that like generational thing going on. But then
the coolest thing about him is he finally finds like one of the origins of magic, Zareth, and then he dies because the thing before magic was nothing. He became nothing and fucking died, and then got taken over by a fat ass.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, you can.
I like Hades. He has good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, I like.
By the way we're ranking it, you'd think later Fairy Tail is worse. It's not. I just don't remember anyone's name.
Oh, I guess another thing I like about the generational thing in Tenro is that like he has no faith in like the next generation to take over. That's another thing about like him looking to the past instead of towards the future.
Oh yeah, like even his lackeys, he doesn't trust them because he has Blue Note, who's just a mercenary. Because he doesn't trust his lackeys to get the job done. We
already got these. Oh my god!
All of them.
All of them. Okay, you know what? You know I'm gonna add row below. Then
those are the bottom 2 rows, right? You're gonna have to fill that entire bottom row twice.
I'm going to.
And then after that, we get to rank Happy. So I'll start talking about Happy.
Okay, whatever.
All right, so Happy is Happy's great. This whole thing of finding out.
You know what? I give up. I'm just gonna scroll now.
Okay, no, his thing with Happy because it's like, I'm gonna have to. Happy's thing of like, who am I in Edalus? And then it's like, it doesn't matter who I am. I just need to be a bro to Natsu, and it's very wholesome.
So like, he meets him more than.
And like the other thing with Happy is like he meets his dad, and it's really funny because they know he's their son, but they won't tell him, and he doesn't know. There's like funny things where he's like, hey, old man, look, Carla and the Queen move the same. I think they're related. And while that's happening, he and his dad are moving the same way.
Oh, that sounds fun.
And like Happy has like a fake sacrifice with Jackal, and it's really funny. He's like, Natsu, I'm not gonna die that easy, you fucking asshole.
Yeah, he's a cute guy.
He's also just really funny.
Oh yeah,
Like, the way
I
he
remember
makes
some
fun
fun
of
jakes
Urza
with him.
for getting dumped by Jalal. He's just a little shithead.
Yeah.
Flare again. It was the manga girl.
Oh
Who
yeah,
the fuck
okay.
is that?
I think that's like one of Urza's mom's swords.
Oh, I don't care.
I don't care.
Next we got that's Ren.
Is that another blue Pegasus boy?
Yeah, but he has like extra stuff.
Extra stuff.
Yeah, where like his whole thing is like he tries to burden himself by having information that even Ichiya doesn't know. Where it's like, oh, I can't tell anyone that the thing switches light and darkness, Nirvana. Otherwise, they might fall for it.
Oh
and then there's stuff where we learn that what's the Loki? Loki's old master was his lover, and he like almost snaps, but he doesn't because Lucy is just so wholesome. She breaks him out of it, and then he gives her super duper magic. Also, his magic is the internet.
Right? Yeah, I remember. He's like the guy in the chair.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good.
I think maybe should you go above
the really epic scene where they raise Christina into the air for one final air ice bomb, and it's really epic. It's a good scene.
Yeah. All right.
Next is Princess Hisui.
I don't care.
She has stuff, but it's not that interesting.
Okay.
Oh
yeah.
Richard.
I like this. I love this guy's design.
His heel turn is so funny.
It's great.
You can do anything with money. You can do anything with love.
Yeah,
and the really funny twist where he looks kind of boxy, and you're like, oh, I wonder why that is. And then you learn, oh, his brother is the literal box boy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
His is fantastic. That's the butler guy. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't care. Like, he's a fun job or whatever. Yes! He's going up here. This man's a legend. He's a legend.
No, he's so cool because, like, early on in, like, Arashio and Seis, it's always stated he, Urza, and Jura are the three most experienced wizards, but he always kind of gets the short stick. Like, you see, like, oh, he has pain-relieving medication, but then Wendy one-ups him by being able to heal. And, like, and then he kind of gets, like, tied up for the whole arc, and then you're like, I wonder what he can do. And it's his turn to break the crystal. You're like, oh, I wonder what's going to happen. He inhales a perfume and turns into a 10-foot.
Oh my god, I want to be this man someday. Yeah. If I even could.
And then obviously his men and his parfum are both very funny. The filler where he turns the entire city into more of him is great. His stuff where he and the Edelweiss cat become bros.
Yeah, dude. When Loxus has to come save him, and then like that extra manga volume.
Oh, it's so good because Loxus has to learn to be like a part of that guild, and also he basically joins the Thunder Tribe because he like fights with Loxus to take care of the robot.
Oh, that's cool.
He's also just like great in every way.
There's nothing wrong with him. There's nothing bad to say.
Like a perfect support too, because like that's his whole thing. Is like he's a support character.
Yeah.
And he's the ace of his guild. Next is
Igneel.
That's Igneel. Nice. I like Igneel.
I like Igneel too.
He's wholesome. He's a good dad.
He's your big tough strong dad boy. Don't worry, your dad's here.
But he leaves Natsu with his will, and it's cute.
Yeah, I like his design a lot. Where like of course,
his big scars.
Yeah, like I like when like next to Akilogi, because Akilogi has like no scars. He's just sort of like a killing machine who's indestructible.
He's kind of like pristine looking, where he's like all rugged, and also like despite how fearsome he looks, he makes all his cute little faces for Natsu.
Yeah, he has, like great. I remember he has this one really gentle face where he's just a soft smile and looks like an old man. It's so nice.
Yeah, I like Igneel. He's a good dad. He makes me happy.
I don't know, is he better than happy?
I don't care.
Okay, whatever.
Sure. Yeah. Next.
The girl who I like her Urza's fight with this girl, like, oh, I'm gonna keep breaking your armor, boy.
Is like a perfect plot device for Urza.
Yeah,
because her whole thing is just, I keep breaking your armor. You have to learn to not rely on it.
What? You can fight without armor? Impossible.
Yeah, it's good, and like she does like with the Japanese poems. I don't remember what they're called because I'm dumb.
Is that another demon boy?
Yeah, it's a demon boy. I don't give a shit.
Are any of the demon boys good? I don't remember liking.
Jackal's funny.
What's funny about him? I don't remember.
Alright, so he's just kind of like a prankster guy for one. And for two, like, Natsu kicks his ass and he gets really salty. He wants to fight him the whole arc, and then he doesn't get to. But then he has this thing where, like, Lucy has to face down against him and another demon. That's, like, one of Lucy's best moments because she's, like, so cornered. And he, like, tortures her, and it's really fucked up, but it's good because he's, like, a fun, sadistic little prick.
All right, filler character, or Lucy's cousin or something.
I like it. She's like a doll. I like her. She's good. She's fine.
Okay, is it like positive feelings?
You can put like above Aragorn.
Right. Who's who? Oh, right. Right.
Yeah, nice. That works. That works good. Oh my god.
Magic Council guy?
No, he's part of Alvarez.
Oh, is that like the Winter Mage? Like.
Yeah, I think that's what he does. Yeah, he's fine.
I remember him having a neat fight with Grey, like, oh, I can freeze your ice, what now?
Yeah, and then Grey's like, oh, but my ice can move. Yeah, it's good.
No!
Yeah, I like him.
Urza's mom.
Urza's mom is, like, good.
Okay, like, I remember everyone hates Urza's mom because, like, she stabs herself at the last second and, like, has a heel turn.
Oh, no, a change of heart. How dare she?
Yeah.
I like her. She's like you know, like with other villains, I can give like an in-depth explanation of why I like their fight. For Alvarez, I don't remember their fight super well, so I can just give vague. They're fine.
Like I remember, like it's kind of cool. She takes over Wendy for a hot minute
now, and it's cool. She's still like influencing Wendy, and it's nice.
Yeah.
To see like this super mage helping out Wendy. It's kind of like making up for not helping out Urza at all.
I'm actually wondering if there's going to be like some sort of interesting turn with that, like trying to force Wendy to grow up too quickly, because like that seems to be like a thing Wendy had in the last arc, like, oh, I have to protect Urza now, and now she's like literally becoming an adult for like a final form.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
they could do something interesting with it, I guess.
She's fucking hot.
Right, of course.
Yeah.
Love the hair.
Who's
big hat. I like her big hat a lot. It's great.
Oh, big hat. I like her design in general. Ivan. He's
Ivan Ooze.
He's shockingly lame.
I put him in the don't care because
I think the best thing about him is when he's like, Loxus, I am your father. And then
Loxus, my boy, join me.
And like he's like, Gajiel, my double agent. And then, and then Gajiel's like, psych, I'm a triple agent.
No!
Just getting fucked.
This guy was not prepared for his fight against Fairy Tail at all.
Oh no, Loxus obliterating his entire guild in a tournament arc is so funny. That's a filler cat. He's from the religion arc. He doesn't really matter.
Oh, it's the Invisible Boy.
Oh, he's cool.
Yeah, I remember this guy being really funny.
And I like the way he fights.
Yeah. I guess like put him with the other kids.
You really love that fucking cat boy.
Yeah, he's so like, I didn't remember much about him, but just looking at this picture, I love him so much. I'm loving him more.
Yeah, he's funny. Who's next?
Jalal.
Jalal's good. He's a fucking mess, but he's good. Do you not positive feeling about Jalal?
I don't really have many positive feelings toward Jalal. No.
Well, I like Jalal because, like, you know, his whole thing is like, I was being like mind controlled into being evil.
Like the thing is, this whole thing about like justice and redemption just sort of falls flat because he was being mind controlled. So it's like, well, it wasn't really your fault, dude. I mean, how much can you really blame
guilt because it was still like his hands, and then I like how like his thing is he then has this thing with Natsu where Natsu's like, I'll accept all of your sins. I'll accept you, and then from that, he goes and he takes on the Irration Seis, the people who were also in the Tower of Heaven like him, and then he like tries to help redeem them, and it's really cool.
I mean, yeah, that seems like a good direction to take the character and all, but like I don't have.
His whole thing is he tries to redeem the people who went through similar things to him.
All right, I guess that is pretty neat.
Shit about him and Urza being like, we can't. I don't care about that. He's still good. I like him. He has good stuff.
Better than actually, I'm gonna put this guy under.
Oh yeah, he can go lower. He's not that good. Who's next?
Jenny something.
She's like, Mira, if I beat
like just Mira's rival. Like, Mira, you're not harder than me. You're not harder than you, old hag. You're yesterday's news.
No, the trick was she's like, I used to be younger than you, Mira, but thanks to the 7-year time skipper, you didn't age. I am now the older one. I have more experience. She's fine. Her funniest gag is where she's like, she's like, Mira, let's fight, and then Mira fucking obliterates her.
Yeah,
like,
of
she
course,
did
naturally.
poorly, so Mira uses like the loophole to kick her ass. It's funny.
Yeah.
Everyone from Blue Pegasus is funny.
Is that a filler boy again?
No, he's from Avatar.
Oh, right, that guild that
He
doesn't
fights
matter at all.
Urza. He's like a good jobber for Urza. Oh, we got Jet.
Jet! Oh, this is a cute boy. This is a cute
He
boy.
runs fast. I like his thing where he's like, we're gonna avenge Levy. We're gonna beat the shit out of you, Gagio. And he kicks Gagio once. He's like, hey, I hope you learned your lesson. And Loxus starts actually beating up Gagio. He's like, Loxus, what the hell?
Oh, it's a Minerva's dad, the master of Sabretooth. Okay, the one page of him like talking to Yukino and be like, "Get out, trash." He's like fucking iconic, and I love it so much. I love using it. I love dropping it in chat rooms.
Where he's just like a general he basically teaches his guild to be bullies, like literal bullies.
Yeah, it's like, oh, power's more important than friendship.
And then the thing is, the twist of him being manipulated by Nerva the entire time was really cool. Like, it's like, he killed Lecter, and Minerva's like, nah, he didn't. I've had Lecter safe this whole time. Thanks for murdering him, Sting, by the way. That was really cool of you. I'm glad you did that. And,
I'd put him like
he's such a shitty guild leader that, like, he's weak as fuck. Like, Natsu almost beats the shit out of him. Sting one-shots him. He comes back as a demon just to get his shit beat by Sting again. He's just a bad guild leader.
This is Phantom Lord's master.
Jose.
Okay.
I like Jose. He's got really good stuff. I think that's his name. His name is close to Jose. If it's not, I'm close. Fucking whatever. Is it Jose? I'm close. I like his stuff where he's like, goddamn Fairy Tail, you're using Lucy to get money, you fuckers. You're more popular than us. You have more money. It's bullshit. I'm salty. And then Makarov is like, what? And then just beats the shit out of him. He's just like a good embodiment of like it's kind of just to show like this is like the worst guild opposed to Fairy Tail, which is like the best guild.
Yeah, just like a guild incentivized by like money and reputation rather than of being cool.
Better than friendship. Yeah, he's fun.
That's the other sword. I don't care. Go with your sister or whatever.
At all. I wiped him from my memory. Oh, Jura.
Jura's always be like, oh, he's a tough guy, but like I don't care about him.
In the first, in Arastro and Seis, it's cool because he's like, he's like the rock that tries to support everyone, but then he falls beneath the absolute destruction that is Zero. His iron rock crumbled.
Oh,
and then he shows up later to fight Loxus, and it's a good fight.
I'm still not convinced of that. It's just Loxus being cool for like 5 minutes while he punches a guy like, oh man, you're tough, Jura. You sure are tough, Jura. And then he just punches Jura and wins.
Because first, like, Loxus's whole arc is like, he goes from being mad Fairy Tail doesn't fit him to him learning how to fit Fairy Tail and be a piece of it. And then from there, he learns to be his own man by defeating Jura, who is, as stated in that arc, the peak human. So literally, Loxus defeats the pinnacle of humans to place himself where he wants to be, which for him is the #1 wizard ever. I like him. He's got good stuff. Like he fights Juvia. It's funny.
Juvia.
Juvia's wholesome.
Juvia's really wholesome and cute. I love her.
Like she fights Melody, and it's really good. Her fight with Melody is one of the best
I remember
moments.
That being a pretty good moment because like they're both like motivated by love, but like how they express that is very different.
And Juvia is able to like get her to be like she's like, I will use our links to put us against each other. But Juvia's like, no, our feelings are both good. We shouldn't fight each other when we both have like positive emotions. That's fucked up. And it's done really well. It's very cute. It's a good scene. She's like, I can't fight you. And Juvia's like a mom because Melody is like 11. A literal child.
Yeah.
He's one of the dogs from the dog guild.
I don't care.
He gets his ass beat. Yeah, they don't matter.
Who's that?
Kageyama. He's fun early on where he's like, it's better to be in a guild with friends than to be a criminal.
Cool.
He's fine.
Good life lesson. Good
he's
role model.
based on Shikamaru and it's fun. We got Kagura.
Kagura.
Kagura's good.
Kagura's fine.
Like, she's kind of like she's kind of like the thing for Jalal, where it's but the thing
Like
she uses a
like the
sword.
revenge thing, like.
Yeah, but Urza defeating her is really cool because the thing is, like, Urza also feels like she's carrying Jalal's guilt, and Urza is arguably more guilty than Jalal because Urza didn't report shit, whereas Jalal is being literally mind controlled.
Wow.
So Urza facing a sword and her thinking with gravity she's going to bring Jalal down. The thing with Urza facing that is cool because Jalal's guilt is also one that Urza feels.
Yeah.
That's nice.
All right.
And she has a cute little bow.
Oh, it's the
He's
voodoo
funny.
man.
He's funny.
He is funny. Funny boy. Should he go with the other funny boys? Is he as funny as these two
also,
boys?
really like how cool his power is, where it's like whatever I turn my cursed doll into, I turn into. Like he turns himself into a super hard metal, and then attacks don't work on him, or he turns himself into light, and then he has like light powered punches. And then he can also curse his opponent, and then he can just like make them bit the shit out of themselves. Also, he gives Lucy a Videl versus Spopovich moment where Lucy gets her ass beat, except because Lucy's cool and not Videl.
Love
she
to see
smiles through it, and she's like, Natsu, we can do this. It's very wholesome. It's very good.
Is that like one of the guys from like the Royal?
Oh, I think he is. He's so fucking lame.
I don't care.
Also from there.
Don't care. None of them are good. I don't remember a single positive thing between
They
them all.
have like decent interactions with the cast, but they're not good enough where I remember them.
Who's this
So
dude?
Who cares? I can't tell because it's a manga, and the manga panels look like crap over Discord.
Okay. This is like
what's her name?
yeah, like the other celestial Loki's
She was
first master.
Loki's old master.
I guess she
who
has a
died.
purpose, but she's not that interesting.
I liked her. Like, like she died to kind of show like, if you don't support your celestial spirits, they will
can't support you.
and then you're gonna fucking die.
Yeah, like she has a point. She's just not that interesting.
Yeah, she's fine. Also, she like uses men too, and that was kind of. Who the fuck is that?
Ookapoos.
Oh,
It's an Ookapoos.
and do whatever you want with him.
Ookapoos.
See, unlike Ruby, there's so many characters.
Yo! Yes, the greatest jobber. Yes, he kicked Gajil's ass with his buddy. It was so good. And then they came back for round 2 and they were still fucking better.
He breathes eggs, and that's all he does.
Like that guy, along with like his teammate, were like a strangely large threat throughout the arc. Like it's so weird.
Yeah, it was like, shit, where are those guys? Shit, where's the chicken man and the dog man? We got, that's a cute, I think he's from Filler. He's cute. He's just like a cute little filler boy. We got...
Is that like the Necromancer?
Is that the Alvarez guy, or is that the guy from...
No, I think that's the guy from
from Raventail?
No, from like Hades, like the Necromancer who brought
Hades
Gray's
doesn't
dad
have
back.
Necromancer.
No, Gray's dad. Like he brought Gray's dad back to life.
Oh, he's fine.
Yeah, like I don't remember anything. Does he even speak?
He has a few interactions, and I'm sure they're decent. That's the thing with a lot of these side characters. Just like they have decent interactions. Oh, Cobra's snake girlfriend.
Yeah. Wowie. He can fuck the snake now. He can fuck the snake now.
I don't care about her. Her whole thing is just she's Cobra's girlfriend.
Oh.
The staff being the 7th member was so funny.
Yeah, like, there's a secret 7th member, but it's just the staff.
It's just like, I am the 7th member of the Arashon Safe.
Behold my power!
And then he gets his ass beat, and then Zero shows up, and he's like, yeah, but I'm the 0th member, and I actually matter.
The 0th member?
It's just a funny twist. That's the guy that destroyed the sock.
Well, he can go in Fairy Fail, because I don't like him. He
beats the shit out of him. Oh, she's the lady that...
she's fun.
Lucy just fought. She's had good stuff with Lucy.
Yeah, she's fun.
She's a fun reoccurring villain.
Yeah.
And it's gonna take so long.
Oh, as she saw Locke, she's like, oh man! What a fucking hunk!
As you should when you see Loxus. Oh, she's good. She's like one of the best demons.
Oh yeah, like she's the only one I remember being like pretty good, like with her stuff with Urza and like making Urza vulnerable, and then like
yeah. And then Urza fights through the vulnerability, and then she gets fucking murdered by Minerva. Minerva just kills her ass.
Stabbed in the back. Where should she go though?
She's Urza moment. People don't remember about the She's Urza moment is that ended with Urza passing out and then Minerva having to finish the fight because Urza passed out. Like Urza literally didn't accomplish her mission.
Jeez.
I don't care where you put her. She's just like fairly good. She's better than like Master Jose.
Yeah, I'd say so, definitely. Probably better than
Funny Man.
Not
better
sure.
than Funny Man. Funny Man is funny. She makes wood.
I don't care.
She's just a member of Fairy Tail.
She's like a me. Yeah. Oh, I remember this person being
She's like a funny little demon.
I don't know if I'm on the fence whether she's funny or annoying. I'm not quite sure.
I think she's annoying in the anime and funny in the manga.
Yeah, that sounds right.
We got
is
that God Serena again?
No, I think that's something Dragneel, like the
yeah, that guy's cool. I like him.
I like his powers a lot. Like, oh, if you've had sex, you're fucking. If you're not a pure virgin, you will immediately die at my hands.
I like a lot of stuff with him. A lot of the dragon characters later on are really good.
Yeah,
most dragon characters are generally good.
This is a filler guy. Like he turns you tiny, and he's like just a big funny. Positive energy of like, a real go getter.
Yeah, he's pretty funny.
Yeah. Okay.
Next, but look who's next though.
Arms crossed, fur coat. Here we go.
Best character. Oh, I love Loxus so much.
He's so just good. So cool. He's so cool.
His character arc is good, obviously.
Yeah, it's like, great.
And then, his thing with leaving Fairy Tail, and then Guildarts invites him back. It's cool.
Like he has like a thing, like you're sort of like Jose, where he cares about like the reputation and like how respected the
reputation, strength, and order, but only if they all agree with him.
Yeah. And
then like that's his big thing is when Makarov kicks him out, he says Fairy Tail isn't yours.
Yeah, because it belongs to everybody.
Yeah, but the really cool thing is like when Makarov is passing out fighting Hades, he says, "I want my magic to reach my successor," and it reaches Loxus, which is cool. So it's like, oh, Makarov still wants Loxus to come back, and like Loxus. And on top of Loxus just being a good like supportive character, he's just fucking cool.
He's so cool.
He's just so cool. And dude, after the time skip in Alvarez, they're about to get fucked by the sand guy, and Loxus from a blimp just summons the biggest fuck-off lightning bolt like it's nothing.
He ate nanomachines to save the day. He ate nanomachines and killed the robot guy.
His stuff with the demons where, like, he takes on... That's another part of, like, his thing with... If Loxus doesn't become the guild master by the end of 100-Year Quest, I'm gonna be so confused. Because, like, that was his thing. Like, he protects the entire guild by sucking up the smoke fucker. And then he shows back up later and it's so metal because Gaju and Natsu right there and like, you want us to fight this smoke guy that beat you up, Loxus? And Loxus is like, no, I can do it. And he's like, oh man, you sucked up my poison. You know that turns your guts to mush, right? And Loxus is like, yeah, I'm not doing too hot. And they're like, wait, Loxus, your guts are mush? He's like, yeah, kinda. He fights anyway.
Dude, when he just fought Raven, you're like, aha, Loxus, it's gonna be a 6-on-1 fight. You stand no chance, and then he just destroys them all.
Oh, it's so
good. He's so cool.
And it's just like such a good show of his development. He's so far past them.
Yeah.
Like, he's so far beyond.
Like, he's not the small man his dad became.
He's so cool. It's not like this big thing he has to overcome. He overcame that ages ago.
Yeah.
It's so good. I like Loxus so much. Who's next?
Lucy's mom.
Layla. She's just like a mom.
I don't care.
She died. Lecter. He's my least favorite cat.
I mean, like, he's used pretty decently with the his stuff with Sting, but I don't.
Yeah, being a hostage. He's not cute. He's just kind of. I like his thing with where he wanted Sting to teach him Dragon Slayer magic. That's funny.
Hey, buddy, can you do me a salad?
Stuff with Frosh, where like to counteract Frosh being brain dead, he's like one of the more talkative cats.
Is this a monkey?
Like, you got this thing, you can do it. I believe in you.
Is this a monkey?
Frosh is like, hey, I think Sting's losing. He's like, shut up, Frosh.
Is this a monkey?
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Okay.
Man, this might take 2 days. I don't think
Levy! Woo, Levy! Yay. I like Levy. She's adorable. She has cool stuff with Loxus. She reads books. She's super cute.
She doesn't have shit with Loxus. Like,
Or
yeah,
not Locks, yeah, got you.
most of her character arc is like, oh, she goes from forgiving Gajeel to like wanting to fuck Gajeel to
Yeah.
fucking Gajeel.
I mean, when a man crucifies you, there's no going back.
Don't worry, Mocha. I don't think we're gonna finish this whole list today because we're only at L.
Oh, yeah.
Is this alphabetical?
Yeah, I
It
think
is.
so.
Oh
Because, like,
my
yeah, you have 0 at the bottom here, so yeah, like, yeah.
God. Oh yeah, we're not finishing this today. Jesus Christ.
Alright, how about we, like, stop at, Mavis here, and then
Yeah,
we'll
we
call
can
it
stop
there.
at Mavis.
Alright.
We got Libra. She
I don't
exists.
care.
She's just spirit.
Does she even have cool powers? I don't remember.
She uses like shitty gravity that gets one upped by Kagura's gravity.
Panther Lily! This
so
guy's
good.
fucking awesome!
Because he actually has like really good stuff in Daedalus, where like you know, he's like, oh, I'm a fallen Exceed who has zero reason to uphold this dog shit system, yet I do. The prince went missing 8 years ago because of our power extraction bullshit, and yet I still uphold the system. And then he meets Gajeel, who's
And Gajeel just wants a cat. He wants a cat! And he's the coolest cat around!
And it's good because it's like, for one, Gajeel accepts that he's an Exceed. Not only does he accept it, he wants it. And two, his thing of like, Gajeel was literally trying to tear down this system that I'm upholding, and then that's the person that he sides with.
Yeah, Panther Lily's
good.
great. I love him. He's so cute, and like he's so awesome. Like when he
turns into a big cat.
Yeah.
I like Lizana.
Oh, that's Lizana. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's her time skip design.
It's just so weird because they killed her in a flashback. Then they brought her back through some weird means like this. Like it's not like she came back from the dead. She went to an alternate other world and then came back. And then did nothing for the rest of the series, which is so weird to me.
The scene when she comes back and like sees Elfman and Mira again is so good. Or like, no, there's this scene where the first time Natsu and Happy see her in Daedalus, it like pauses and they're like generally like heartbroken, and then the scene moves on and you're like, I've been cock blocked. And then Daedalus ends and then she comes back and it's really emotional again, and then she goes to see Mira and Elfman at her funeral, and not her funeral, like her, like the anniversary of her death, and there's like no dialogue. It's just really wholesome and good. It's so fucking good. And then she doesn't do shit.
Yeah.
Also, she's like my ideal anime girl, which is short white hair.
Oh, I thought your ideal anime girl was like glasses, brown hair, 4'8".
Glasses is good.
Love to bait people online in internet arguments.
No, but no, like, because I like Lizana's design. I like the white haired girl from Danbredu. I like Alice from Food Wars. You know, we got Loki. Loki's a good character.
Cool.
Oh no, we're right after this. We have one of my favorite characters.
We have the best character coming up. Like
yeah, Loki's really good early on. His stuff with like, I have to learn to. This thing where he's like, Lucy, I can't. I broke the law and I led to someone's murder, and then Lucy's like, fuck the law, and Lucy just changes the law by just saying fuck you, and it's really good.
Yeah. Lucy is great.
Lucy is one of my favorite female characters
The
in
actual
fiction
main
ever.
Character.
She's the main character. Fuck you, Natsu.
Yeah.
I like Natsu, but
like in a series all about like how friendship's amazing. Like of course, like the character's whole thing is about having to work with other people is great.
Oh, it's so good. And then she has other stuff like fairy tale fan service. Lucy, fairy tale, it does have meaning with fan service. There's like empowering versus like degrading and doing it because you don't have power. When Urza strips, it's could be normally when she gets like fucked in the tower. That's bad. Like that was her being degraded, and that was like a showing of weakness. But generally, when Urza does it, it's because she feels empowered. She does it because she's strong. But Lucy does it to make up for the fact that she's weak.
Yeah, like her intro scene is like her trying to seduce a shopkeeper to be like, "Hey, can I get a discount price on this?"
And that like happens throughout the series. And the trick is, it never fucking works. Because that's the point. It doesn't work. That's not an actual excuse. And then she gains like actual power, and she of course like balances out Natsu because like Lucy's whole thing is reading. Like early on, she has a thing where she wants to understand the book that they're stealing, whereas Natsu just wants to burn it. And then she and Natsu work together. She tries to understand Actilogia's weakness so that she can then help Natsu destroy it. Yeah. It's like they both have friendship that holds them together, but they represent like very opposite perspectives of magic.
Yeah.
she also just makes Natsu good.
Also, just like in general, every time like her spirits come, like having to treat them well, that's nice against like
All the
angels, stuff like that. Yeah,
Lucy is so good.
yeah. There's
And
so
her
much.
stuff with,
There's so much good stuff happening with Lucy.
yeah, like Phantom. Every single arc, Lucy is doing something great.
Yeah.
Every arc. Natsu doesn't even have that every arc. Yeah, no. That's why it's cringe when people say she's a bad character.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is that?
Is that? Oh, I know. That's Lullaby. We're in L's. It's Lullaby.
It's
It's Lullaby. The demon. I don't care.
There's a funny gag in the anime only where it's like, I'm about to do my death song, and then they try to do it and it comes out funky because Natsu, Gray, and Urza poked too many holes in it. So
Alright, that's kind of funny.
Leon is really good stuff.
Yeah, I like his stuff with Gray, like where he's like trying to,
But
kill.
he isn't just a plot device. He's also like his own character. The way he develops, or like he's like, or it's like, unlike you, Gray, I can move forward. But the trick is he does the one-handed casting, which is unstable, because that's the thing. He's able to move, but he's moving unstably.
Yeah, like he's pretty reckless. Like he's trying to prove that he's better than you without actually like, working to get there. Like, oh, I can do it with one hand. Like it's kind of childish actually. Like, yeah I can do these with one hand.
And like Gray says he looks like he's stuck, and that's the point. Because despite the fact that he can move, he's not moving stably, so he's stuck. He just keeps sliding down ice. And then his stuff later on with his fight with Gray and Juvia, where it's like he's trying to do teamwork, he's trying, but he doesn't get it. He wants to do teamwork, but he doesn't understand. Yeah, it's very cute. Yeah, he's a good character.
Yeah. It's the Iron Dude from 100 Years Quest. I don't care about him yet.
Oh, he's boring.
Yeah.
Makarov, I love Makarov.
Yeah,
this
Makarov's
man
great.
needs to retire.
It's actually so surprising that they have not killed this man yet.
Loxus, let your grandpa retire before he fucking dies. He's like, obviously he has good stuff with like embodying both, like early on the good of the guild, and then when it comes to like its secrets, the bad of the guild.
Yeah.
And like fairy law and all that. Oh yeah, I get to say this now because I never get to say this. Why didn't Loxus use fairy law in the Grand Magic games? He could have one-shot everyone. It would have been so cool. I get why, because that would have ruined the entire fight. But it would have been cool.
It's just so weird. Like, there's so many times where like they're priming Makarov to die or to like pass on the torch and just retire, and he just does. He never does it. He never ended the whole series. He's in the wheelchair, still the master. Like, oh yeah, I still got a couple good years left in me.
I can't even call it like bad because every time there's like a reason he didn't die, but it's just like, oh my god, you poor old man, retire.
Yeah, like on one hand, it's like kind of cool to do it for a couple times because it's like, oh yeah, just because I'm old doesn't mean like I'm useless just yet. Like I gotta wait for these kids to grow up and mature.
Yeah,
and but then like it just happens like the third and fourth time, and you're like, are you sure you don't want to do it this time?
Scares have like meaning. Like early on, the death scare is quite literally he is dying because Loxus isn't supporting him, and the second Loxus does, he like gets over his illness. That's the point. And later on in like Alvarez, he's trying to do like a sacrifice shit. And it was established very early on in Fairy Tail, sacrificing yourself for your friends doesn't work. It's stupid. Don't. Yeah, I mean,
like they maybe could have gotten away with it with Makarov because he's just old as fuck and like
no, but I think that still goes against the theme. It was like the whole point was you're sacrificing yourself to make the people around you smile, but all your death will do is bring them sorrow. So Makarov, I don't think can die in a sacrifice. He'll just have to die of being old.
Yeah, but I guess I just have like One Piece on the brain right now because like in that thing when your life's coming to an end anyway, you might as well go out with a bang. So like I guess
like it's just like a different themes. Though.
Yeah.
Like they just explore differently.
Fairy Tail's not like One Piece? Are you sure about that?
Different theme? Impossible. Oh, that's the fucking boring guy with the vine.
I don't remember anything about it. Like I just remember like, he has the book. He looks bored all the time.
And he fights with vines, and Natsu punches him real good.
Yeah. I like when Natsu and Gray team up to kill him. That's kind of neat.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah. Who's this?
It's like the fire is good against the vines, but Gray's good against demons. She's from, I think, Avatar. She's just a cat girl. I don't care. I run a Mavis. I like Mavis. Her flashback with Zareth is good.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. I like it.
She's cute. Where like there's like the filler where she's like salty that people don't want to hang out with her. Like at the beach, not the beach, the pool. Mavis is sad that no one wants to hang out with her, so Loxus has to do it. He's like, oh, fuck. Malcolm's like, if you want to be the next guild master, you have to. And Loxus is like, this fucking sucks. This is bullshit. More proof that Loxus has to be the next guild master.
Yeah, he has to.
Alright, we're done. We made it to Mavis.
Cool. I guess I'll just like leave this tab open until like tomorrow so we can finish.
If we lose it, we're never redoing this. Or if we do, we're finding a different fucking list.
Oh, definitely.
Because this one sucks so hard. This is such a bad list.
Oh my god. They put so many things like twice. Why?
The manga shit. Or I get if you accidentally like put the same image in twice, like oops, my bad. But the thing where they used a character's face from the anime and then a character's face from the manga. Why did you do that to my poor brain?
What were you thinking?
Yeah, so that was fun.
Is it impossible to like edit these things after the fact and like remove something?
I think you have to like make your own version of it or some bullshit.
Oh.
Well, by the time we do this, I'll probably have like reread like most of Fairy Tail, so I might have more to say about a couple characters. Like maybe I can better explain why Acnologia is based.
All right. Well,
so Mocha, get in here. We're gonna watch Psych. Mocha, come on.
And we're back like a month later.
Woo.
Yeah, like literally like a month.
I reread all of Fairy Tail,
and I reread the last arc.
Yeah. So, apologies to all the non-Alvarez characters who I didn't do justice.
Yeah. Also, we're moving Hades up because the more I thought about him, just the better like he became to me. Like, I want to put him like...
Oh, I can, yeah. Future Rogue is so good. I like Future Rogue a lot.
Oh, really? Where'd we put him? Positive?
Put him there, which, that's fair enough.
Alright.
I can... just feel bad for all these poor characters. Whatever, they'll live.
Irene, I started to like a lot more on the reread.
Yeah, I like how her and Urza went through like basically the exact same traumas.
Yeah.
And then I like how, like, you know, sometimes they do the dumbass, oh, they're still my mom thing. Urza's like, fuck you, you're not my mom. I'm glad you abandoned me. I hate you.
I like how Irene's like, yeah.
And then she sacrificed herself for Urza, and Urza's like, well, that was cool of her. Still not my mom.
Yeah. I like how she's trying to do what Zeref's doing and trying to disassociate and, like, you know, have no feelings, but she can't because she's a real girl. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, who else? Wait, Alvarez people. We got Monkey Assassin.
Who's fine there?
He's one of the less good Spriggan.
Yeah, he's just fun.
He has good stuff with Lucy, where, like, Lucy... it's kind of cute how Lucy basically summons the entire guild back. It's like, oh, look, she's summoning friends who aren't spirits. That's cute.
Yeah, that is cute. No, I like this guy a lot more. I forget his name.
His power is so funny.
Yeah, like it's just if you're not a pure-hearted virgin who saved himself like a good Christian boy, you're gonna fucking die. And also,
his fight with Sting. Yeah. Where he basically just exists to show what's kind of like the allegiance things, where he's like, I am a truly aligned to Zeref. I am a dragon. And then the whole thing is he's fighting people who aren't part of Fairy Tail, who shouldn't have direct allegiance, but it's like, we're all going to work together. I'll fuse all of our powers to beat you, because it doesn't matter that we're not actually in the same guild. We're still going to support each other.
Yeah. Also,
his allegiance was fake, because Zeref is like, fuck off.
Yeah. And also, I like how, he feeds into the Zeref's whole theme of disassociating with emotion. Like, oh, if you have, like, these emotions, if you had sex, or, like, the feelings of hunger or tiredness, you're gonna die, because I exploit that.
Yeah,
it's kind of neat.
It also kind of, it basically...
And, like, even Zeref isn't immune to it. Like, when he activates his, you're gonna die if you're not...
Zeref is like, this dick.
Yeah, if you've had sex, you're gonna die.
We got... Wait, are we missing anyone else from Alvarez?
Sandboy.
We got August right next to him.
Oh, yeah. Say August, let's move him up, because he's kind of...
I like August a lot.
Yeah.
It's really cool how, like, the trick is that he's weak to physical attacks, and his thing is he was never able to get close with Zeref and tell him that he was his son.
Yeah.
It's like actually being close with people is his weakness. Because even like when Brandish stabbed him, which was the only other time he got injured the whole arc, it was because she said she saw him as a grandfather. So it was like he was like thrown off by someone treating him like family for half a minute.
Yeah. Also, it does continue to feed into the whole disassociate with emotions thing. Like, oh, he can't understand like a fatherly love because he's never had it.
And it reaches the point where literally just seeing his mom like breaks him.
Yeah. I mean, that's definitely something like we just saw the Cole video, and like that's something he would have pointed at, be like,
We don't talk about that. Hey, we got.
well, we did talk about that, and I'm gonna upload it.
I see Time Lady next to Frosh.
Oh yeah, I'm fine keeping her where she is. She's not that.
But we can
interesting.
talk about her. I like her stuff where she's like a toxic friendship opposed to Lucy and Natsu, where she's like, my friend changed and it's your fault, so I'm gonna torture you, and I'm pissed off.
And also, I'm gonna kill her.
Yeah. But it's kind of like Lucy's like, no, I'm gonna support my friends when they're hurt, and Natsu's like, I'm gonna kill you when you hurt.
Yeah. Do we have that many examples of like toxic friendships?
Yeah.
Like, there's obvious examples of, like, you know, between guildmates, like Minerva's manipulating everyone.
Oh, yeah, no, like Sabretooth in general. You could say Kagura
Strip
and Miliana
now! Get out, trash!
Miliana and Kagura have a toxic friendship because it's based on their burning desire to kill Jalal.
Alright, okay, who else from
missing anyone else? Oh, we got Sandboy and Serena.
Oh yeah, Serena is funny, so I'm gonna just bump him up to here.
Oh, he's so funny. He's like, "Hello, Acnologia."
I wish I
got all of. He literally said, "I got all of my orbs to." And before he could say defeat you, he was already dead.
Yeah, I wish that they took Cobra out of the final fight and just put Serene in there.
That would be so funny.
Like he's just posing in the background, like, we will do this. The 7 Dragon Slayers.
Again. No, because they're like, we're gonna do this for our friends. He's like, I have no friends, and Acnologia kills him again.
Who needs friends when you have 8 Dragon Lacrima in your body? Oh no!
That's so funny.
Yeah.
He also kind of shows like the different, because like the thing is, Natsu took in 7 Dragon Slayer magics, and he uses 8. It's kind of neat. And also, like, he's the 8th Dragon Slayer is the thing. It's like, oh, whoa. He's supposed to be, like, way above everyone, but then he's just, like, such a chump. It's hilarious.
Yeah,
I hear people compare him to, like, the Zero Guard from Bleach. I think that's a little different.
Yeah, because, like, I feel like
Zero Guard did more and were also hyped up more. This guy kind of just showed up like, oh, shit.
Yeah, like they did give him like number 1, like oh, he's number 1 in all of Fiore, and like he turned to the other side, wow, and then like he did, but like he got blown out instantly, and he was like always a joke kind of.
And then also he was weaker than Guildarts. He was probably weaker than Loxus. He would probably lose to Natsu.
Oh my god, I remember like they said, oh, the people above Jur in the 10 Wizard Saints, they're not even human, but they're all weaker than than Guildarts.
Yeah. Wait, we got Sandboy.
I don't care.
Yeah, there's not much to say about him.
He's just
kinda
fight brain.
like a jobber.
Yeah, he's just fight brain.
I like how August says, "Oh, sorry, I didn't want you to die from Loxus's lightning." He's like, "Excuse me." Oh, I see Bloodman.
Here or
No, right
here?
above.
Oh.
Is that him? Is that Bloodman?
Maybe.
I think it is. He mostly, I don't really care about him. He's just like a good set piece for Gajil.
Yeah, like and Levies
develop.
so that they can fuck later.
Yeah, like I don't care much about his like character. I just care like he's just a good plot device, and that's not a bad thing.
Okay, so I guess we'll just move on. Who do we leave off?
Remember the bullshit repeating? Oh no! Wait, I think I know who the last one we did is. I think I know.
Okay.
I think it's the torture guy right next to August.
August.
Not August. Serena.
Oh,
He
Serena.
went past him.
Oh, this guy.
Did you
Yeah.
rank him?
Nope.
Okay, so he's part of Avatar, which just exists to be like, oh, we are.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care about anyone in Avatar.
No, but wait, no, I'll say the funny thing about him.
Okay.
Funny thing about him is he cosplays as Zareth, but because all that means is wearing a robe and no one knew he was cosplaying, and that was really funny.
Okay,
Oh,
he'll
we
go
ranked
in the
him
middle
twice.
of. He'll go in the
Yeah,
top.
just put him next to himself. He's
Himself?
already in. I don't care. Put him next to himself.
What? Where?
Right there. You just went past him.
Oh, there he is. Okay. So then who did we leave off at?
We did Gray.
We did.
Did we do Gray?
Oh, are we doing Max next?
Oh, are we on Max? I like Max. Okay.
Okay.
Max fucks brooms.
Okay, the weird thing about Max is, like, I kind of like him because he comes to just represent all the nameless background characters in the
Century
guild.
Quest, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, he always did that, because, like, the other time he did that was after the 7-year time skip. He's like, hey, Natsu, let's spar. And he starts kicking Natsu's ass.
Like, Max is
like,
just the front man of all the guys in the back, and I think that's cute.
Oh, yeah, also, Max has fucked and Warren hasn't.
Yeah. Hell
Probably
yeah.
fucked a broom, but we're not talking about that. He
Yeah,
fucked.
okay,
That's
but
important.
where does he go in cute, though? Like, is he better than,
He's better than Bacchus.
Alright, yeah. But Frosh is better than him. But
Frosh is very cute. Frosh is so good.
Yeah, he's so cute.
I don't care that I don't agree with like 80% of this tier list. I just want to talk about characters.
Okay, I think this is the water dragon god.
Yeah, that's the water dragon. He's nice.
Pretty good.
He's kind of just like his whole thing is kind of just like pacifism and cowardice, and why that failed.
Yeah.
Because Ignia shows up.
And he dies. His dragon form looks really cool though, so I'm gonna.
Oh, it's so cool.
Yeah. God, how did Mashima's assistant learn to draw so well? Oh yeah,
it's assistant is a very good artist.
Yeah, it's really. I forget his name.
Are we on to? Who are we on to?
Miliana or
That's Merity.
Merity, yeah. She has a cool fight with Juvia.
Her fight with Juvia is really good, and then her stuff later on, where it's like, oh, she joined the Crime Sociere, and their whole point is like trying to make up for their sins by defeating Zareth. I like.
Yeah.
And she has her stuff where, like, Ultir is, like, her mom figure, but it's kind of awkward because Ultir killed her mom.
Oh, yeah.
They got some baggage.
Just don't think about it. Mest.
I love how, like, the last thing Mest did in the manga was that comedically evil thing.
Oh, yeah. Like, Mest, I never really got too attached to him. Like, I thought his, teleportation power was kind of neat.
I thought his reverse, his unintentional, like, quadruple agent thing was really funny.
Oh, yeah, that is, like, a funny twist. Like, oh, I was a double agent in Fairy Tail. I manipulated all your memories, but no. You manipulated your own memories first. What?
I flashback where he's like, sorry, Makarov, and there's, like, a flashback where it's like, every time you see me, you'll be able to undo my memory curse. But then we see him without his Fairy Tail memories. He's like, I'm gonna erase Makarov's memory of me so I can sneak into Fairy Tail and fuck him over. I'm such a genius. And then he's like, God, Mess, you are a fucking idiot. He's like, oh, sorry.
That is funny. But, like, otherwise, like, I feel like he didn't need to be there.
He's a teleportation device.
Yeah, like if he wasn't there, I wouldn't notice. And that's kind of, no, that's not a pun. That's not a pun.
Who's next?
Gajiel's dad.
Metallicana. Cool dragon name.
Cool dragon.
And it's a cool name. Metallicana's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I like the thing where Metallicana's last words are like, keep that stink eye.
Oh, yeah, that's
cute.
Neat. Yeah.
Hi, Mocha.
Hello.
We're doing the tier list again.
Yeah, we finished the Cole video. We're doing the tier list now.
Yeah. You know, we could redo it because I have stuff to say about everyone, but that would take too long.
Okay, I remember this is like
He's so funny. He's a retired council member.
Yeah.
But he's really funny because, like, when Jackal is trying to murder him, there's a scene where, like, him and a lady are held in bombs, and the lady's like, "I'm pregnant, please don't kill me," and he's like, "Do you know how many years I've worked for you? You better save me." The joke is just he's like just the worst person.
Oh, that's nice.
He's funny, and Happy's like, "Oh, you're an Exceed too." He's like, "Fuck you."
Threat level Midnight.
Midnight's really underwhelming, honestly.
Yeah, I can't name a thing I like about. Wait, is that the ice guy?
That's Ice Guy. We can talk about him.
Well, what the heck? He's good. He's good. What was he doing there?
We didn't remember him.
Oh my god. Yeah, I like how like he feeds into Zareth's need to disassociate. Like, oh, I don't trust Zareth to do that, so I'm gonna go behind his back and kill Natsu, the last thing he has emotional attachment
It also
with.
kind of ties into the whole the Spriggan view themselves as gods. So even though they're super loyal to Zareth, he will put himself above Zareth if he thinks Zareth is too stupid to do something.
I was actually surprised on reread how like consistent this theming with the Spriggan 12 were with disassociating with emotion and stuff.
And I think that might also be where their whole god thing comes from. They are above humanity.
Yeah, like they're trying to detach themselves, but like we're above you guys. We're not like you.
Yeah.
And like I remember now, like in the beginning of the arc, like they're like,
fun.
"Oh, God abandoned your nation," and then it's like, "Oh, we don't need a god because we're cool."
I like his fight with Gray, where it's like, huh, "You fool! I will freeze you. I don't even use ice. I freeze."
I think like that is a cool thing because like Gray's whole thing was like static ice make magic. But he was still able to make it move, so it's like, oh, he can move forward slowly, but this guy doesn't move at all and just stops everything else from moving.
And it ties into the emotion things where, like, he is disconnected from Zareth, whereas he literally forced Gray and Juvia to be connected in a suicide match. Yeah. And that connection made him revenge hungry and made him kick his ass. Yeah. I still like how Gray was mature enough where he was like halfway through his revenge beating. He's like, wait a minute. Killing you won't bring Juvie back. Sorry, dude. You can bleed out on the floor. My bad. Minerva. I like Minerva. Minerva's really cool because basically, like, when the rest of when Sabretooth's master dies and Sting learns his lesson, the rest of Sabretooth is like, let's go, friendship. But because she is, like, more influenced by her father, she's like, no, we need killed. Fuck you.
She's an evil bitch.
And then she leaves, except the joke is when she's in a Dark Guild, we see how petty she is because she literally just bullies Urza, who gets turned into a kid. Because that's the whole joke with her, is that she's just a bully.
I'm not sure where to put her exactly.
I like her powers a lot, too.
Oh, yeah, it's cool. It's like like a room shambles.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. I don't know where to put her still.
Oh, and I like how she apologizes to Lucy. That's nice.
I don't like her as much as Ice Boy here.
Oh, I definitely don't. She's better. He's way better than her.
Yeah, like maybe.
Listen, at this point, the rankings don't actually mean anything. We're just talking about you.
Yeah, all right. You just stick with Carla.
Who's next?
Ooh, Mira Jane. I like her a lot.
I like Mira. She has really good stuff early on with the whole trying to suppress a part of herself because Lizana died and she's depressed. But then to make sure Elfman doesn't die, she brings it back, and it's really nice. And that tied into Aloxus. The whole thing with Freed was like rules, and it was like she had a rule to not awaken herself, but the only rule in Fairy Tail that actually matters is protect your family. So she did, and it's very good and nice. Whereas Freed wasn't protecting the family; he was being a dick. And it's cool how she, like, low-key implies she consumed, like, all of Tartarus.
Oh, yeah, like, she, like, that giant, like, whale fortress demon thing, she just absorbed that, and it's like, oh, yeah, for 10 seconds, I'm just the strongest character.
And there's, like, there was a cool thing in the Grand Magic games, when she was fighting in, like, the sewer, where she's, like, I subconsciously hold back in front of my family because she still has, like, that thing where she has to look sweet. So she likes fighting alone because she can just go berserk.
Yeah, like, she wants to keep her cute image, which also feeds into, like, her whole modeling career. Like, okay, I won't go full demon in front of them.
Yeah, which also kind of showed, because Elfman said just her smiling face supports Fairy Tail. So she wants to be able to do both.
Yeah. She's nice.
It's good. I like Mira. She's very fun. A lot.
She's also hot as hell.
Oh, yeah.
I like her hair thing, like, at the top. Eesh.
Oh, hey, is there anything else we want to say about Brandish?
No, not really.
I like her relationship with Lucy a lot.
Now, does she go in my friends tier?
Oh, we can say slightly more things about Ichia. Chat Ichia!
Yeah! Laser! Boom! Those two go at the top. Now Ichia and Gray are going to compete for the third spot. Who is
good
it?
For them.
Oh no, my screen is frozen.
Mm-hmm. Natsu's way better than I remember, so he'll be fun to talk about.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Who's
this?
That was the dragon that Future Rogue rode around. So just a cool dragon.
Don't care. That's one of Urza's friends, right?
Yeah, his whole thing was like he saw Urza as like a big sister, and he was the one who was like really conflicted when he learned that she didn't do anything wrong.
I guess you go with the bomb.
And he taught Kana some card magic and stuff.
Neat.
He has fun stuff. And he's the one who's like, we can't join Fairy Tail. We literally have been locked in that tower for so long, we don't know how money works. We need to go learn some shit.
Yeah. Okay, Taurus.
Taurus, he's fun.
Yeah.
He, like,
Beefy boy.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna protect you, Lucy. And also, Ooga Booga, sexual assault. I like the joke that he calls Lucy's boobs udders. It's funny. It's funny. It's a funny joke.
Hell yeah.
No, that's
Mystigan.
Mystigan is less good than Jalal, but I like him.
Yeah,
His big thing is that, like, when in Fairy Tail, he's always standoffish, and we're like, that's kind of weird. And then we see that's because he thinks the best way to stop conflicts is to just, like, not get involved. So then when Edalist is collapsing, the way he wants to stop conflicts is to just have Lily kill him. He just wants to not have anything to do with it. And Lily's like, fuck you, you need to stop running away from people and lead them, you little shit.
Yeah, he looks for the path of least resistance.
Yeah. Well, it's mostly just, like, he personally, like, doesn't feel he deserves to be able to shoulder responsibility. Which is supposed to, like, parallel Jalal. He and him both feel a guilt.
Yeah. Okay, who is the background guy from the guild?
He has a funny joke where he's always standing by the board, and you think that's just, like, a set design, but then it's revealed that one of the reasons Fairy Tail doesn't make any money is because he never goes on jobs. And his excuse is, I'm looking for something only I can do.
That's kind of funny. Ooh, Natsu. Look who it is. Alright.
Natsu's way better than I remember. I actually like Natsu a lot.
Okay, but is he my friend's here, though?
He's that good. Really, Natsu's entire thing is paralleling Lucy, where Lucy's whole thing is, like, understanding magic, understanding her friends and supporting them, as Natsu's thing is being the one who takes that support and, like, attacks with it.
Yeah.
He's like he has a lot of things, like his fire is supposed to be the warmth of Fairy Tail, but also like the burning flames of passion towards anyone who might try to harm them.
Yeah, anger, like that's his dichotomy, like wanting to fight for Fairy Tail out of like anger and both out of wanting to protect them.
And that ties into the whole like demons get their power from negative emotions, dragons are destructive. Natsu kind of has both of those in him.
Yeah, now like in 100 Years Quest, his brother's trying to like push him with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
And then like the specifics of his destruction are explored a lot each arc. It would take a really long time to actually talk about it.
Oh, then make a YouTube video about it, dude.
I'll think about it. I'm just lazy.
Nuneville?
He's the same as Blood Guy. He just exists to be he just exists because his power is a good set piece.
Yeah, like Urza, you're past trauma. You're look, it's Kyoka, the girl who stripped you.
Trauma. Everyone's past trauma.
You get a past trauma. You get a past trauma.
Yeah, he just exists for that.
No, it's just
this guy. He fights Lily. He's part of the Executioners. His thing is he controls acid. But then Lily is like, I have a hardened will that I got from Gagio. I can cut through your acid. And
hell yeah,
him.
That's cool.
The twist with them is that they all suck ass. He is part of Quattro Cerberus.
You mean Quattro Puppy? Quattro Puppy?
No, that was only for the games. They went back to Cerberus when it ended.
You know, in my heart of hearts, it's Quattro Puppy.
Okay, yeah, but that's just him. This guy, he was part of Raventail. His thing was he just existed to show how petty Raventail was, where during the hide-and-seek game, he auto-targeted Gray. And it's like Gray lost because he just kept getting fucking, like, hard targeted.
Alright, this guy's just another plot device. Yeah, he's just a plot device, like, oh, he's a strong dude. He does illusions.
No, his thing is he exists to, one, zap people's magic power, and for two, to show that Zareth was watching Natsu in the Grand Magic games.
This is a dragon.
What the fuck am I looking at?
Whatever.
I can't tell what that is.
Neither can I. Oh, it's Lightning God Boy who just jobbed to Loxus.
No, jobbed to fucking what's his name? Jura.
Yeah, I remember you told me like it was stated he's the strongest member of Sabretooth, and I did not believe you.
During the Grand Magic game. No, I think he's such a funny subversive thing during that because he's always hyped up. He's the big, strong lightning slayer from Sabretooth. He and Loxus are always eyeballing each other. They want to fight so bad. But then it's like, wait, did you guys forget that Jura was eyeing him? And then Jura one-shots him.
Right, but the thing is, when I think about that, like a funny jobber, subversive type character, like I feel like Serene's just so much better at that. And so
Serena is way better at that because Serena's so funny.
Yeah, he is.
I think it's funny with Olga because it's like really subtle. Okay, do you want me to tell you who that is, or do you know who that is?
Let me get. Wait, is he from the filler? He's from the filler.
You're wrong.
Huh?
This is an arc so forgettable that I forgot to talk about it.
Who is he?
There's an arc before Avatar. Remember the first time skip arc where they go and get Wendy back?
I remember Wendy was like doing idol
one
shit.
shots Blue Note.
Oh, okay.
That arc. They're fighting a bunch of monsters that he summoned.
Oh, it's
that's Yuri. That's Loxus's
Yuri.
grandpa. No, great grandpa.
I don't care. I mean, he's kind of neat, I guess, but I don't care.
He's probably the best character besides Mavis and Zareth in Zero.
Oh, alright then.
Or, like, his whole thing is, like, he's basically the one who has to understand what it is about a guild, because he was a treasure hunter, and he's like, I'm gonna take the treasure, Mavis, it's mine! But then the treasure turns him into a big old dragon monster that Mavis
the real treasure was the friends we made along the way.
And then Mavis gets her evil curse thing from saving him.
Mavis, Tree Guy, Hades, you're my real treasures.
Yeah, it's nice.
I don't care.
Wait, no, there's a funny joke with Pisces where she's like, they have a second form, and it's a mom and a son, and the joke is she treats him like he's a 5-year-old, and she's like, Mom, stop it. But then he also calls every woman he sees Mom. We got Plu's cute and a funny Ravemanster callback.
He's not cute.
I like his though. I like his sounds though.
Yeah.
The
whale.
Literally just a fortress.
Yeah, it's cool. It's neat. I don't really care about this girl. I don't. Care about
I like some stuff where she's basically like the outside source outside the guild that's able to like criticize Makarov when he's dumb. And I like the twist that like she and Mystigan always kind of have like these vague talks about like they talk like they're distant from the world, and you are they're both from Edelus. I see.
Neat.
And she's like Wendy's dragon. All right, we got Racer.
Speeds by Sonic the Hedgehog. Too fast. Racer. For the naked eye.
I like the twist where the twist that he doesn't actually go fast, he slows down everyone else. Because that kind of ties into the whole thing with the Oracion Sace, where it's like they want to escape their trauma, but the way they do it is by making everyone else suffer. That's about it. It's kind of just like, instead of just speeding himself up, he makes everyone else go slow.
Yeah.
He literally like blames the entire world instead of looking at himself.
Neat.
Ren. He's the tsundere of Blue Pegasus.
Neat. I don't care.
No, he's funny. Where it's
if you insist.
He's as funny as like the other Blue Pegasus boys.
Alright, where'd they go?
I can see him. He's right next to. There he is. He gets married. He has a fiance, and it's funny because the joke when he gets the fiance is he still flirts with tons of women, but whenever they actually like give in to he advances, he's like, "Now wait a minute, ladies, I have a fiance." And like, "Why are you hitting on us?" He's like, "It's my job."
Gravity.
She's the girl who's like, "Don't estimate fat power." And she has gravity magic that makes her skinny for a little bit.
I don't really care.
I don't care at all. She's fine.
Is that a demon?
No, that's a rock dragon.
Don't care. Quattro puppy. Who?
Yep. Is that Rogue?
Is that Rogue?
Is that a very weird image of Rogue? I think it is.
Okay, yeah, because like next is Romeo, so we're in the R's. Okay.
Yeah, I like Rogue.
Rogue is neat.
I like his stuff where he's like, wait, that Uber terrorist is me? What the fuck?
I like his future version more than him, though.
Oh yeah, I do. He has good stuff where it's like, he has his stuff with God where it's kind of cool how like Sting is at the point where he doesn't give half a fuck about friendship, and Rogue's the one because he's so close with Frosh because he loves Frosh so much that he's like, it's kind of fucked up how shitty our guild is, right? Sting and Sting's like, I'm gonna fight Natsu. He's like, he's not listening. He's not listening to me. I'm sad that you just stripped.
Okay,
Alright, Romeo.
He was literally made for like fanfics.
Basically, yeah. Remember he had like a page of development in when Gildart showed up in Alvarez.
He did.
Right when Gildart showed up, Romeo's like, I don't know how we can keep going, and then Wendy's like, don't give up, and then Gildart shows up, and he's like, Gildart, it's going. He's another one of the, like, he represents the suffering of the guild. Like, when everyone was gone for 7 years, Romeo was the one who represented, like, the embodiment of how sad everyone was.
Yeah. Oh, I remember now.
It's kind of cute how he's, like, way better at magic than his dad when he's, like, 13.
Dude, it's because he has the potential, man! When he's 17 years old, he'll be a top tier! He's gonna be a top tier when he grows up!
Yeah, he's such fanfic bait that I check, and the weird thing is most of the fanfics with him are just he gets trained by Acnologia, which is like, you can do something other than that.
I mean, I guess there's something to that, because, like, isn't this whole thing about, I can use fire in a bunch of different ways, and Acnologia is like, I can use all the elements?
No, I think their main thing is just that he looks up to Natsu. So it's like, what if he looked up to a different dragon?
Whoa! Mind blown.
I'm surprised they never had a fanfic of him, like, training under the fire god slayer, because it's like, we'll give him black fire because he uses different colors. Rufus is fun, where he's like, memory make magic, I combine spells that I see into something else. And the way Gray beats him is he just makes one spell that keeps going forever. The other thing is, if he sees you use a spell, he can negate it, and then you can't use it again for the rest of the fight.
So if the spell never ends, he can never put it into his memory or whatever?
Yeah, he can never negate it if it never ends, so Gray just keeps spamming ice. We got Rusty Rose. He has a very broken spell. Similar to Memory Make. He has Imagination Magic. He kind of ties into a lot of other people from Tenrail Island, where his thing is, like, he faces fear for the first time, and it, like, excites the fuck out of him.
Oh, cool.
Except his thing is he, like, looks down on people a lot, which is where he misses the thing where he doesn't understand that Fairy Tail's working as a unit, so, like, the end goal is he's about to beat Bixlo and Freed, and then Bixlo's like, I'm gonna use my eyes to control you. He's like, I'm wearing glasses. He's like, not you, Elfman, because Elfman was, like, knocked out behind him, but just woke up. And he, like, gave Elfman a buff.
That's nice.
No, there's such a funny gag where, like, Elfman's like, I've outsmarted you. I broke your glasses. Evergreen, look at him now. And then he's like, guys, I can make things with my imagination. I just made new glasses. Like, no!
He's so smart. It's Sagittarius. He's funny.
I like when he fights a sniper, and he's on par with the sniper rifle.
Yeah,
which is badass. Who's next?
The priest cat.
This is a filler cat, but he goes hard. He and Panther Lily have, like, beef.
Oh yeah, like, I remember he actually has, like, a transformation that's like a big muscular cat too, right?
Yeah, and he's like, Lily, weren't you once part of the Magic Guard? What are you doing now, you feeble fiend? What is wrong with you?
Yeah, like, he just represents, like, loyalty to the status quo.
Yeah, he and Lily beef a lot. It's really fun to see another buff Exceed.
Yeah, that's cool.
If you didn't know it was filler, you probably could have thought he was going to be, like, someone's cat.
Dude, I remembered this guy. I thought he was canon.
Yeah, no, because you see the Exceed and you're like, wait, is that Loxus's cat? Did Loxus get a cat? Who the fuck?
Oh, that's the Ash Dragon Slayer, I think, from the 100 Years Quest.
Oh! I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care about him. I don't remember anything interesting about that.
I haven't reread Century Quest yet, but he was just like a background guy. I doubt he's that cool.
Is that another dragon?
That is a dragon. I think Sting fought him.
I don't care. Scorpio. I don't really care. I think he's like
There's
the
some
least
cute
funny.
stuff with Scorpio where, like, when Lucy uses the Aquarius dress, he does a combo with her, and he's like, yeah, it's because I dated Aquarius. I know how to sync up with her.
Yeah, but I still don't care. Like, he's not
It's nice.
that funny or memorable next to the other ones.
Oh, wait, Blue Note's there. I know a cool thing I can say about Blue Note.
Oh, where is he?
He's right below Lecter.
Oh, there he is. Yeah. Oh, well, nice
The cool
face.
thing with Blue Note is basically he fights people because he wants to see if they can quote unquote fly, which means overcome his gravity. So his whole thing is he pushes you down and only acknowledges you if you're stronger than him, which parallels Gildart's whole thing is like, no, you need to support the kids and push them upwards, which serves well there. And then he comes back later to show that now Natsu can support himself on his own and just obliterates his ass.
Yeah, and also like how that sort of works with Hades' thing, like how he doesn't have like any like hope or like God, what's the word I'm looking for? Like
Ambition?
no, like he doesn't have any like hope for the next generation to surpass him, which is why he's always looking to the past.
Yeah, because he wanted fairy law.
Yeah, because he's like not
He's
seeing
like,
any
"The only magic
immediate.
that can beat me
He's
is
not seeing
fairy
like
law."
yeah, even though like Natsu could like eventually surpass Hades, he's not seeing like the immediate results. So he's not like giving them.
He's like, if you can't immediately crush me, you're worthless. Fuck you.
Yeah.
When it shows that no, if you let them train for literally a year, they will one shot you. We got her. She's
Marco
fun.
Polo.
Yeah. I like her stuff where she like controls Elfman and control. Her whole thing is basically she tries to control the Strauss family. But then Mira's thing is she's the protector, so she takes over her
Faith.
demon
That's
power.
the word I've been looking for. That was the word I was looking for. Faith.
What?
He has
Faith,
no
yeah,
faith in the next generation.
The thing is, she basically tries to control the Strauss family to fight each other. But the reason that they learned to take over is so that they could have closer bonds. So she takes over her and commands Elfman to come protect their family because it's like, oh, their bonds.
Yeah, I
so
remember
cute.
that being a good moment.
Yeah, and also it shows that Elfman's beast form can still one-shot top tier.
Hell yeah!
He just needs to be faster. We got Filler Robot. I don't care. I don't remember anything about him. That isn't Filler. That's Bear. I liked her stuff in the final arc.
Yeah, I don't gotta be a magical girl if I got my friends.
Yeah, it's really nice. So it's just like, oh, look. Godslayer's doing things.
Yeah.
A Godslayer got to fight a god. Good for her.
Wow, we.
And then it's nice how, like, it's nice how it's basically like love is more important than magic. It's nice.
Yeah.
It's basically just her entire thing. Which works well against Time Girl, because her and Wendy are there another example of a non-toxic friendship versus her.
Yeah, although I don't think that works too well, because, like, Brandish had nothing to do with that fight at all.
That kind of shows, like, another example of, like, oh, she was defeated by a wholesome friendship, and then later on, her friendship gets destroyed, and she tries to bring it back, and then gets destroyed by another wholesome friendship. She's just kind of funny.
Yeah, but I like her thing, like her fight with Lucy, where like, oh, they're just the magic you use is just things. You don't gotta actually like consider.
She's a good. She's funny, and then she's a good
nice
device
foil
for Lucy.
She's a good foil for Lucy. So much so that I'd almost want to put her above her sister, but like
I don't think she is. It's like her sister's just more of a character.
Yeah, that is definitely true.
Who's next?
Ooh, it's
Silver.
Silver, the hedgehog.
I like how he is so demented that he accidentally murders a dragon, and then all he says is, oh, whoops. And then also, he's so demented that he's like, I'm going to help Gray get over his trauma. I should do that. How should I do that? I'm going to pretend I'm Deliora. That's how I'm going to help Gray get over it. I'm kind of a dick. Yeah. And I think the best stuff with him isn't when he talks with Gray. It's when he talks with Juvia. Because he's like, Juvia, do me a favor and murder me, please. Because Gray won't do it. It's like, oh, that's nice.
Oh, also, do me a even bigger solid. Fuck my boy, please.
Yeah, that too. Another cool thing is like what Gray learns from his dad, because when Gray joined Avatar, everyone's like, oh no, he went down the same path of his dad. He joined an evil guild so that he could get Zara's book and not care about the bad things. But then there's this scene where they're like, Gray, you betrayed us, and he's like, I'm not gonna team up with murderers. That's stupid. Why the fuck would I do that? Am I dumb? And it's like, oh, he learned from his dad's mistakes. That's nice. Gray gets... Okay, most of the opponents for Gray and Lucy are good because Gray and Lucy are good.
Yeah.
We got Simon! Simon, no!
My
I think the best thing about Simon is actually... his magic is blackout, where basically he makes it so everyone can't see but him. And that ties into the arc, where the entire time they were building the Tower of Heaven, he knew that Joel was a liar, but he was too weak to do anything, and he didn't think he could rely on his friends. So what he did was he kept them in the dark.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that's a good use of... That's cool.
Who is this guy? Is that a dragon?
It looks like a god.
It does
Wait, no,
look
is that a demon?
Maybe.
I don't know who that is. Whatever, don't care.
Oh, it's the one of the Element 4.
But he just exists to trauma dump Elfman.
Yeah.
That's all he does.
You get a trauma. You get a trauma. Yay.
The only trauma dumps Elfman.
Is that a movie character?
I think so, because she looks like better animated.
Yeah, she looks
them.
different than everyone else.
Yo, we got Sting. Alright. Sting stuff with Lecter is awkward, but whatever, so we don't have to talk about that. I think the good stuff with Sting comes from, no.
Like, this is the only character I'd consider putting in Fairy Tail more like Fairy Fail for real, I think.
But come on, besides how he was kind of awkward in the Grand Magic games, his stuff later on was good. Like, I really like how he eats Rogue's shadow, because the whole point is to show that this is a different future. Rogue isn't eating the light is eating it just shows like, oh, it's a different fusion of the two Slayers. It shows it's a different future.
And also the context is totally different. Like, oh, he's not killing me to take my power. I'm just giving it to him.
And then the other thing that's good is I like when he and Rogue fight their master, because it's like, for one, it kind of shows that they have their friendship is even stronger, where even though Sting's the master, since Rogue is always with him, Rogue is like the semi-master. And then I like how their thing is, the reason they use threads is, as they said, is we're going to make a thread of our bond that ties us together and use it to tear you apart, which is what they said to the old guild master when he came back as a demon. And they did it to break his thread with Minerva and regain her thread with them. It's very good and nice.
Neat.
And I like the way that he's like a Natsu foil, where he only cares about fighting Natsu. He knows he's a Natsu foil.
Yeah.
He's like, I am Diet Natsu. I have to kick Natsu's ass. I need to. I have to. And
that's my purpose.
And because of that, he doesn't notice how dogshit his guild is until Lecter almost gets murdered.
Yeah, until it's too late.
Almost too late.
Is that the Dandy
funny.
Boy?
No.
No? It's not Dandy Boy?
No. So this guy's thing is he's from Edelus. He slides.
Yeah, Dandy Boy.
No. The guy who says Dandy is the boxy man. Wally. We haven't gotten to Wally yet.
Oh, like I knew who this guy was, but I don't know why I kept calling him Dandy Man. Maybe because his hairstyle reminds me of Space Dandy.
Maybe. There's a funny joke where his power is he turns things soft, but he can also slide on the ground. And at one point, Gray says, "What does that have to do with making things soft?" And he pauses, and he's like, "That is such a good question. I don't know." There's a cool thing where, like, he and Gray are fighting over a key, and Gray, like, covers the key with ice to shatter it. But then he's like, "I will soften your ice." And they go back and forth. But then eventually Gray wins and breaks the key. And he's like, "You fool, why would you do that?" And he's like, with my ice, I don't just weaken things, I can also make things. Because, like, his whole thing is all he does is weaken people. And that kind of ties into Edelus. They are weakening the populace with their magic. And Gray's like, look, I can make a key out of ice. Fuck you. It shows that you can make things with... That looks like a movie character.
Is that Avatar?
That's a movie character.
Okay.
Alright, this guy...
Oh, that's the tornado guy who's like,
that's his hotter form. That's his hotter form. Yeah, it's cool. It's to make the sound effect he uses attack. That's cool.
Wait, where'd he go?
I lost him. Where'd he go?
Where'd he go? I don't know.
Okay.
My thing just bugged out for a second.
Okay, we can talk about him though. It's okay that he disappeared.
He just whooshed out of existence.
Yeah, so his thing with Loxus is cool, where Loxus is like, I'm gonna suck you up to protect everyone, and then it's like, over 100 dead in the village. It's like, oh no, Loxus failed, no. And then his whole thing is that he's supposed to like show like he's like the peak example of how unstoppable the demons are, because like you can't kill him, he just turns into mist. But then Gray shows up and is like, I got my dad's power, and just one shots him.
God, where did he go?
He's right there at the end of I Don't Care.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this ranking really means nothing. That's the Celestial Spirit King.
Yeah. I remember. I like his mustache. And where the hell did he? Okay.
He's kind of a Chad, where literally he's like, sorry, old he calls everyone old friend, so when he's talking to Loki, he's like, sorry, old friend, but you broke the law, you're gonna have to die. And Lucy's like, hey, yo, that's dumb as fuck, you're cringe. And he stops and he thinks, and he's like, you know what? You're right, that is a bad law. My bad. Respect, Lucy, you're cool. So then later on, when he comes back to support Lucy, he's like, sup, Hades, I'm gonna fucking murder your ass. Not Hades. Margeard, king of
You
hell.
are messing
I'm
with
gonna...
my old friend Lucy.
Yeah, he calls her that, and it's so good. But then at the end, he does this thing where he's like, I'm running out of magic. I'll use my last of my power. And then Margeard's like, but you didn't do anything. He's like, yes. He does this iconic smirk. And then the trick was he like revived all the fairy tale members because they were like stuck in the monster. He's like, see ya, fucker. Who's next?
Oh, when is Lucy gonna use the star dress with him?
Oh, that'd be so
Oh,
cool.
she's gonna get the fucking mustache too.
That'd be funny. I can't wait. That'll be epic.
Element 4 Fireboy.
He's a good plot device for Natsu, where it's like, Phantom Orb is gonna control Fairy Tail, but then Natsu's like, you can't control my fire, I'm a better wizard than you. Get fucked, a loser. And that's all he does. And then he teaches Romeo fire magic. Oh, it's the girl from Century Quest who I actually kind of like.
Yeah, she's neat.
I like the joke where she thinks Happy is Natsu. Where she's like, I love Natsu so much. I can't wait to meet him.
I like how she brainwashes the whole guild and like makes the like background characters actually mean something for.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, and I like how it's like, oh no, Carla, you better fuck Happy now. He found a new love interest.
Also, one thing that I think is kind of interesting is like her whole thing is like, oh, no one should have too much magic power, or there should never be too much magic power in one like individual or place. Right. And that could kind of fit into like the whole friendship thing, because like, oh, not one person should be way above everyone else. There has to be like checks and balances.
Or like Natsu's thing, where it's like you can't have it all. You just need to accept that you have friends. And that she
just goes like too far with it and is like, okay, no one gets nothing. Fuck you guys.
It's kind of the opposite, where it's like, because she has no friends, she doesn't understand why you should have power at all.
Yeah.
Well, I like Ultier.
Ultier's cool.
She has so much good development. First, she has her shit with Gray, where Gray shows, because her whole thing is like she's stuck in the past, which ties into Tenril Island's whole theme of the past. Because all she wants to do is go back in time and change it.
Yeah.
And we later learn that you can go back in time, but it gives up your body, so she's like too much of a pussy.
Well, yeah, like she gets like 20 seconds, and it costs her her whole life.
And it takes like almost her whole life. And she has her good stuff with Gray is Gray shows her like, no, your mom did love you. You don't need to go back in time. You need to go forward, fixing the mistakes that you made for the sake of like your mom and the people that you care about, like Melody. Yeah. And then later on in the Grand Magic Games, she almost murders Rogue. Because she's like, if I kill you, future Rogue won't exist. And but then she doesn't, and she's like, I'm the worst fucking person. I almost just killed a man. I am such a dick. I have not changed. I'm terrible. And then she's like, I'm gonna save everyone. I'm gonna make time go back before the eclipse. I'm gonna make it go back 20 minutes. And then she's like, it only went back one. But what she doesn't see is making it go back one saved Gray, who is someone she does care about and respect. And then finally she has her stuff with Wendy and Shelia.
Whereas like, that's like sort of like a Melody's thing where like, oh yeah, love conquers all, baby.
Conquers all. And she also gives them their second origin, where it's kind of just like, look, through helping people, We gain things. Okay, wait, this guy's funny. The guy down there. Because
Monkey D.
Lucy and
Luffy.
Yukino have to fight him without their keys. And they have to fight him like with the X-Seeds. And they're like, oh, this guy looks like fodder. We got this. And then his ability is he can turn the floor into lava.
Nice.
And then they're like, holy shit, we're about to die. And there's like the joke that he can like control everything in a space. So it's like he can control the gravity in a space. So he goes fishing is the joke, and the thing he fishes is like happy using gravity. He's like, I caught a big one. He's funny. I like Ur. She's a good flashback character.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, oh, she teaches Leon and Gray shit, but she accidentally makes it so that they can't move forward, blah, yada yada, blah, blah, blah. Good stuff.
Yeah.
There's just so many characters.
Oh, it's the metal man from
he has
Power of Heaven.
the best thing about him is the joke where he says, my hair can absorb infinite water. Not shampoo, though. If you do that too much, it'll get dry. And then his whole thing is that she turns Juvia into a succubus to kill Lucy, and his entire thing is basically just to test Juvia, because it's like Juvia wants to get into Fairy Tail, but does she only want to for Gray? Does she actually care about the rest of the guild? And through getting taken over, she's like, no, I don't want to do this. Lucy wants to fuck Gray, and that pisses me off, but I still don't want her dead. I want to help her. She's my friend. It's like, oh, nice.
Virgo.
Virgo's fine.
She's a cutie pie. It's someone even cuter than her.
Wakaba. Wakaba's fun.
Yeah.
Like if you look at a lot of his background panels, the joke with him is he's just such a dick. Where he's literally like, "Hey Mira, go on a date with me," and Mira's like, "You have a wife." He's like, oh, "Don't remind me about that." Or like on like character pages of like likes and dislikes, his dislike is his wife.
Is that Machine Boy?
Oh, that's Machine Boy. He has a good fight with Loxus.
Yeah, and also again, like dissociating with emotions. He's a machine. He don't feel nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, because his whole thing with Loxus is he's like pure metal. He's nothing but a machine. But Loxus uses his red lightning, which is the lightning of blood, because the whole thing is Loxus went from hating his blood tie to Makarov because it's like no one sees me for who I am, to now he's able to appreciate the history of his family. He's able to appreciate that he was related to Yuri, a founding member of Fairy Tail, and that comes out as his blood red lightning, a lightning that goes beyond what the machine can comprehend. It's like, oh, that's so nice.
And also,
good.
like, how he got over his stuff with his dad. Like, that's not a thing holding him back anymore.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah. Well, I think the cool thing was it's like everything with Loxus up to that point was like fighting his blood, and it was cool that like his final fight was him accepting it.
Yeah, it's
like
cool.
Accepting the good of it, and that's why what he did for like the end of the arc was just carry Makarov around.
Hey, Dandy.
I'm a dandy guy. I like the joke that the reason he's pixelated is because he turned himself into a movie character. It's just funny.
Quattro Puppy.
Yep, another one. The whole thing is they suck. That's the joke.
Hey, it's the walkie-talkie.
He invented the telephone.
Yeah, it was so funny when he it was funny when he invented the telephone.
Yeah, he's fun. That's Wes Logia, I think. Sting's dragon.
Does he even look cool? I don't remember. He looks
all the
fun,
dragons look cool.
Yeah, that is true. Wendy Marvel. Wow,
I like Wendy a lot.
Yeah, we got another main character.
And therefore, really good.
Yeah.
You know, I like her thing where I think she's what everyone wants healers to be, because she's a healer and a fighter.
Oh, yeah.
And a supporter. She has really good stuff in Urza's fight with Irene.
Yeah, like
where she's like, I accept my scars because they're like part of my body.
Oh, yeah.
I like that she her whole stuff of learning to be a fighter that peaks with her unlocking Dragon Force. Her peak being a supporter, it's her stuff with Urza, and she's always been an amazing healer. It's all just really good.
Yeah. I think my favorite stuff with her is actually the stuff in 100 Years Quest and the end of the main
Oh yeah,
series.
her stuff with Irene is fucking cool as hell.
Yeah. Like, I'm wondering if, like, what they're building towards is, like, oh, like, Irene's making Wendy grow up too fast. Because, like, at the end, I was going to be like, oh, I got to protect Urza even though I'm, like, 13. I'm going to protect her this time, which, you know, she does, but she does through support role. And now, like, she's like, oh, Irene's making my body grow up for a big
Because
power.
one thing people never really talk about with Wendy is it's like, you know, when Natsu was 13, he was, like, strong, sure, but he couldn't do this shit.
Oh, also, she gets Riona'd so hard by that, like, what is it, like, the sticky dragon?
We don't talk about it. We don't talk about it. I also, she also just has, like, a lot of cute expressions.
Yeah, she is adorable.
Yeah, this guy, we never learn we don't know what his power is. He just turns into a hulking monster, and it's cool. Like, you assume he's a takeover mage, but you don't really know.
Yeah. Like, he just sort of, like, feeds into what I think I said this in the first half of the tier list. Like, oh, the four kings and the wizard saints, they're supposed to be, like, beyond human monsters, but, like, they're nothing compared to the actual humans who became monsters, like Acnologia. Yeah. It's...
that's Alzak.
Oh, yeah, the gunslinger. I don't care.
But doesn't his name start with an A? Who's whatever. We don't know who he is. Moving on. Droy.
Wait, but his name starts with a D. Why is he all the way down here? Did we
I'm
already
so
get?
confused.
Is this a double? Is this a double?
Is this double? We already had Droy? Or we only had Jet. Whatever. Droy's fun. He depressed 8 because Levy wasn't there for 7 years.
I don't care about this guy. He's just Magic Council boy. I don't.
He's like the embodiment of, like, you must follow the rules. He mostly just exists for Mest to be like, oh, the rules are wrong. Alright, my cow's fun. His stuff early on with Romeo is really cute, where he's like, tell those other kids that can their old man beat 19 monsters because yours can. He's a cute dad early on. And then I like his stuff later on where it's like, I like his gag where he's like, I guess I'm where whenever they say master, he's like, oh, do you mean me? And they're like, no.
I was the 7th master of fairy tale, you know.
I think he was the 6th?
Or yeah, something like that.
Something like that. It was funny.
Painter boy.
Regis, he's fine. Don't have much to say about him. This guy is weird.
Yo, it's the strong boy. Where's Chicken Boy? Where's Chicken Boy? There
right
he is.
right
Yo,
there.
the dream team.
Yeah,
the dream team.
Well, it's kind of cool because, like, he's supposed to be like,
who would win? Zareth with Fairy Heart or these two guys tag team?
Well, you see, that guy's magic is kanji magic. So if he made the kanji for murder all dragons, which is definitely a real kanji, then he could one shot Acnologia.
Yeah.
So, like,
and if Acnologia tried to stop him before he did it, then Chicken Boy can just hold on, Acnologia, egg bomb. You got a bunch of sticky yolk on you. What are you gonna do now?
Yeah, really, but they're just like good plot devices for Gajiel's fight.
Tree Boy.
Yeah, I like how funny he looks as a human, where he was definitely made to be a tree first.
Yeah.
Then he had to be reverted into a human.
Yeah.
I like the thing where he's always like, just kidding, because at first it's supposed to be annoying, but then the ultimate twist for that is that he tells Gajiel to join the council, and before he can say just kidding, Gajiel has already joined. That guy has cool magic and a fun fight with Natsu.
Yeah, I remember it. Like, I'm gonna cancel out your magic. You're canceling out your fire. Oh no, he's using his fire in creative ways. No.
Yeah. Yukino's really good. She's like parallel to. Yes. She's like the parallel to Lucy. She's like, what if Lucy? She's basically like, what if Lucy joined like Phantom Lord?
Yeah, I guess. It's just, oh no. I was forced to to be fair, she isn't like one of my favorite panels in the whole series that I love, like just sending and reusing.
Well, I can kind of talk about that because like the whole thing with fan service and Fairy Tail is the idea is like Lucy would try to use her sexuality because she didn't have strength. And the whole thing is like Yukino is being forced to strip as like a showing of her weakness.
Oh yeah, like the thing that like it's between Lucy and Urza. Like Urza's always the one showing off her body, whereas Lucy, it's more so like she's a victim in it. And
Well,
like
no, like
Yukino's
even when
like that
Lucy
times
tries to
100.
show it off, it comes from a place of like feeling powerless. Whereas when Urza shows off, it's because she doesn't feel powerless in the slightest.
Yeah, and then like Yukino like is Lucy times 100 in that
Yeah,
scene.
exactly. Oh, and she also has, wait, she has really cute stuff with Mira, because her whole thing is like, she's like, oh, my sister's gone, I'm so sad. And Mira's like, you kind of look like my sister. And then Mira, like, big sisters her during the Grand Magic games. And it's
Yeah,
really cute and wholesome.
she does look a lot like Lizana.
Lizana, yeah.
Cause white hair, short white hair.
Yeah, because Lizana had shorter hair than before that image.
Yeah.
Uh,
Zango.
Zango. He's kind of just like angry and
He's
uses
alright.
fire.
He's alright.
He's just a good opponent for Natsu.
But you just established he's a better fire user than Natsu!
But
Does
that's
that
the
make
point.
sense, Mashima? Does that make sense to you?
But that's the point.
Zeref.
Zeref is very good.
This is probably the last one that we have a lot to say about.
Okay, yeah, Zeref's really good.
Yeah.
Dying. This whole thing of contradictions, I like how it's like literally he contradicts himself when he talks.
Yeah.
And I like how the whole trick to his big contradictions is, dude, all you have to do is just look for the simple answer. You're trying too hard.
Yeah. I like how, when he's contradicting himself, it's because he's been disassociating with his emotions for too long, and now he doesn't even really know what he's looking for anymore.
Because even in his final clash with Natsu, he's simultaneously saying, ah, you're using emotions, you fool. But he also says, I'm going to beat you using my negative emotions. Because even down to the final attack, he's still, like, contradicting himself.
Yeah.
And I like his whole thing with grief, where the only reason he did all of this was to bring back his baby brother. Because it's like he ties into the whole fairy tale thing of rejecting the past and fear of the future. He is scared of a future with Acnologia, but he also rejects the past, so instead of enjoying the present and striving to live as best as you can and moving forward, all he wants to do is move back. He wants to go back in time before anything happened.
Yeah. And also, like, I love how all the Spriggan 12, like, mainly, these three boys, like, are about, like, and Irene, too. Yeah, I like how they actually, like, end up reflecting him in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zeref is good. Zeref is a good villain.
I liked Zeref a lot more in the reread.
Oh, yeah, I liked him a lot.
I think I didn't really get him the first time.
I think the first time all I remembered about him was that he was angsty and he fucked Mavis.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely what I took away as well.
That's all I remembered. I think that's also because, like, the whole mindset around Fairy Tail back then was, like, so, like, anti-thought that I think even when I tried to analyze it, I didn't give it enough credit.
Oh, yeah, I remember definitely when I was watching the show for the first time, I did not, like, really appreciate, like, anything at all.
Because I, like, didn't think there was anything there because of the way they talked about it.
Like, I think I just thought, like, oh, man, Urza and like, Natsu are really cool. And, like, that was literally my whole takeaway from my first watch of Fairy
He's
Tail.
like, dude, Lox is cool. He does big breaths.
No, I didn't even like Loxus that much at first, I think. Like, I think it took me a while to get a big enough brain to think Loxus was cool.
Ichiya from the start?
I think, I'm not sure.
I always liked Ichiya.
But I
always thought he
remember
was
early
funny.
on, I really did like Ichiya, and, like, I would stand up for him whenever, like, someone's like, ew, Ichiya, and I was like, what's wrong with Ichiya, huh?
He's
what's
such
wrong?
a little king.
What's wrong with Ichiya? What's wrong with Ichiya?
I love Ichiya so much. He's so funny. I think next is Zero.
Oh, yeah.
He's another destruction. First of all, I like the twist that he's the 0th member of the Ration Seis. That's funny.
I will destroy everything and make it 0.
And his whole thing is he destroys everything to 0. And then that's countered by Natsu and Jalal, where Jalal is like, my grief is holding me back, blah, blah, blah. And Natsu's like, don't worry, I'm going to take on your grief and use it to destroy the idea of, like, he's basically like the embodiment of, like, the Irrational Seis and Jalal. He's like the embodiment of what people think they should be, the ultimate darkness. Because, like, the whole thing with Nirvana is the ultimate darkness. He's that. And Natsu's like, no, I'm going to use your grief that you're giving onto me, turn it into golden fire, light, to illuminate his darkness and fuck him up.
Yeah, neat. Riveting.
Who the fuck is that? Is that Dragon?
Is that the girl who, like, killed Brandish's mom in the backstory?
The guy. That's a guy.
Oh, okay.
No, he was part of Grimoire Heart.
Huh?
Remember how Capricorn was being controlled by him?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, Capricorn wasn't just part of Grimoire Heart. He had a cool thing where instead of celestial spirits, he summoned like dead people. Like he'd kill people and then he'd kill like talented soldiers and then turn them into like weapons. That's a movie character.
Yeah, I remember she's from the movie. I don't remember what she does in the movie.
I'm gonna rewatch the fairy tale movies now. I have to do that because you saw my Twitter. I'm going through so much fairy tale shit.
All right, and that's the list, I guess. That's
we probably could have said more, especially about characters that were already on here, but whatever. It's okay.
Is there anything you want to say before we close off?
I can't think of anything like specific.
I think I want to put Leon up.
Yeah, his stuff with Ur was nice. With revived Ur.
Maybe Irene too, because I really like her hat. Her hat's great.
Her hat is very nice. They're all good characters. We can make fun of what's his name? What's the Poison Dragon Slayer's name?
Cobra.
You can make fun of Cobra.
Oh, yeah. Cobra felt so out of place in the final fight.
I kind of liked his thing, how he was there to basically represent like all of the grief-based characters. How it's like even we have found friends.
Yeah, we found I get he has a purpose there, I guess. But like compared to everyone else in that fight, he just seemed like the least
less of a character than they are.
Yeah, like you have like Natsu, of course, like the main character. Then you have like the Wendy,
Wendy, and Gaju, who are all main characters.
All members of Fairy Tail as well. Then Sting and Rogue, who are like major characters.
Few arcs.
Yeah,
and then Cobra, who like he's the most active member of Arashio Seis, but that doesn't say much.
He's the most active member of a villain group from way back when.
Yeah, he's done good stuff.
Yeah.
I guess that's it. Fairy Tail is a good manga. I like it a lot. If you're gonna read it, use your brain and don't just be a nerd who hates friendship because it's bad when it's Fairy Tail and good when it's One Piece.
Yeah. It's just associate. Try and like
understand what you're reading.
Try and like associate with the work, and try and just not be disingenuous. Try and like earnestly try and read, you fucking morons.
You can tell we just watched The King of Lightning.
Turn your media literacy from like a 2 at least to like a 5, and you'll enjoy Fairy Tail just fine.
Yeah, like one thing we never even talked about is how like all the fan service actually has way more meaning than we even let on.
Yeah,
it's like, yeah, guys, there's tons.
And also, it's just neat. Like if you like when you're a teenage boy watching anime and you see a big booba and you're like, wow, big booba's cool, and you learn that big booba can be cool. That's
yeah, it's nice. I like Fairy Tail.
Yeah, I like it too.
Alright, that was fun. Well, Croc's in the general. We can go say hi to Croc. Hi, Croc. I'm gonna go say hi to Croc.